Yes.
Just going to roll with it. Cheers.
Happy Friday, fellas.
That was a loud one. I like it. Tim, what are you drinking?
Michelob.
Pretend that we didn't do this already.
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, you are.
It's the superior light beer with only 95 calories.
Word for word. Oh, that's funny. And I'm assuming, Ash, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking something with only 2.6 carbs in it.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like the same.
It just might so happen to be the exact same thing Tim's drinking.
It's a nice light sipping beer when you don't want anything heavy and filling.
You know, you hear people sometimes describe it as crisp. I don't think I've ever had anything to drink that's crisp, but Michelob is actually crisp.
Is it crisp?
It's got a crisp flavor to it.
Oh, that's funny.
And Jesse?
Yeah.
What are you sipping on?
Rum and Coke, of course, because that's the only thing I drink nowadays.
Listen.
Nope.
Take 3.
Nope. For some reason, when I unplugged my headphones, it stopped the recording. But
well,
we're good.
As I was saying, Jess, I think you would like Michelob.
Why?
It doesn't taste like anything.
Did you not just hear me talk about the crisp?
I heard the crispness.
It's a nice. I wouldn't expect you to try it now on air, but maybe at some point.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. You know, I only really do beer like in the winter. I'm not like a...
Yeah, those are all the best flavors, though. That's when like all the winter, the best fall winter lagers come out. Yeah. And it just, it takes you to the fall weather.
I'll tell you what it was. It was like the first time I like ventured out and actually found like a beer that I liked. And it was the, remember the Winterfest and all that stuff that we drank around the fall time? After Heineken. This was years after Heineken. And then we went to the cabin trip. Yeah. And I brought them, and that like solidified like it's a like beer for me is a winter drink. So I don't really even drink it in the summer because it makes you feel like heavy and sometimes makes you like super thirsty. What?
That's why we're talking about Michelob today.
I know. No, not today. I'm gonna stick with the rum and Coke.
That's fine.
So we, Jesse and I have done this once. Tim is now joining us for the real McCoy. The real deal.
The real deal.
The real McCoy.
You've never heard that phrase before?
No.
This is the real McCoy.
Okay.
Like this is no more playing around. This is the real deal.
All right.
So, Tim, it's good to have you.
It's good to be here. I'm excited.
You jumped on it pretty quick when you heard that we did it once. Like, I'm in. I want to do it. Let's do it.
I've been wanting to do a podcast forever, and we've never taken the initiative. And then all of a sudden, you guys did.
Well, that's the thing. So we talked about it. This is how it kind of started.
Yep.
In the middle of the workday, Ashton texted me and says, why don't you start? Because I don't remember what you said.
Basically, I told him that I wanted to, because of how poor my memory is and how easily I forget things, I wanted to do something in a podcast format, whether we released it to people or not, just so that in 10 years from now, we could look back and listen to this and see exactly where we were and what was going on.
Makes sense.
Kind of as a time capsule. And then, you know, if we have little Jessies and little Ashtons running around one day and little Tims, there might be some audio for them to go back and listen to their old men shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious how this will sound in 10 years to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was part of the appeal. But I was telling Jesse that because we've been throwing this idea around for over a year.
Yeah.
All of us doing it. But the fact that I think that we pretty much decided, like, let's actually do this. So within a week, we what did they say? If you build it, they will come. And Tim came. So,
and the fact that he texted me and was like, "Hey man, for $26, we can get this up and running." So I was like, "Okay, it's super easy. There's nothing holding us back. Let's just do it."
And your boy had $12 in Apple Cash built up from his Apple card.
Not to do it. Yeah,
I only came out of pocket $14.
Yeah.
Don't you love it when you forget you have cash in your Apple Pay?
Oh yeah.
It's like free money.
And now we did just have to upgrade the mixer, but that was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because we saved money, we already had a mixer. We didn't have to buy that. We had a couple of them actually that we got for free. So all in all, we're in $65.
And we can go up to 4 on that, right? Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
And then, I mean, this probably would never happen, but if we end up needing more channels, this is going to lead into one of my purchases that I made this week. Tim, the drummer, Tim Cole, is selling me a mixer for my drums, a 16-channel mixer to mic up my drums, and that has 8 XLR channels. So if we ever needed it, 16 channels. Yeah, which is needed for something like that. I need at least 8.
So you can legit record your drums now.
Yeah, man. And he's gonna come over, and he's selling it to me for like half of what he paid for it. I mean, he had 2 of them. He's just a cool dude. Because we kind of just got into talking about it when he was here tuning the drums, and he saw that I had a Mac, and he was like, the mixer he has runs on Mac like super easily. So he like sent me all the info, and like we're gonna download the program, and when he comes over to bring it, we're gonna like mic up the set. He's gonna help me tune it and stuff. So it'll sound pretty awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we relatively little investment to get into this, but
yeah,
I feel like 3 is a good number, and
it is. Yeah, it's a perfect number to where if someone is like, "Hey, you guys recording tonight? Do you want like someone to come with us? We can get a 4th in."
Right.
And we need one more mic, right?
We'll just need another mic. Yeah.
I guess mic.
Again,
$26.
$20. Yeah.
So we all need to contribute.
We don't even need to buy more foam, man. We got 9 more colors.
Yeah, we do.
Thanks to Tim.
So we just
I stole one of your colors, by the way. I'm green now.
I actually like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
So I think if we did any more upgrades, I would like to have the locking arm onto the table where we could kind of adjust it. But I mean, this is still pretty good. The little arms that we've got.
Yeah, even then we already had the mic stands and the cables. I mean, we already had almost everything we needed. So couldn't afford not to do it.
It all fell into place.
Now, as far as what we want this to be about, we were going to take the Seinfeld approach of show about nothing.
Yeah.
And just kind of whatever comes up.
Listen, they went for 9 seasons about nothing.
We follow the conversation wherever it goes. But with that being said, I think that the only structure that the 2 of us gave to it was to toast at the beginning, and then either we can open with this or close with this, what we're listening to, kind of what our favorite song is at the moment, and then
or type of music, which I know is already yours over the past couple of days,
and then something that happened during the week that was good, or that made something you would want to remember about the week in the future.
Right. Yeah. So that's it, man. And I had a small caveat to one of those points. No swallowing in the mic after you take a sip, because Rogan does that and it drives me nuts. I'm one of those guys. Put it down. Just don't do it. Ashton obviously doesn't agree with that point.
I want to take a big swig right now.
I know you do.
It's like, you see that fruit on that tree over there? Don't eat it.
Yeah, but that's about it, man. So yeah, and we'll try to do it at least once a week. I mean,
I'd prefer once a week.
Yeah, and if we don't get to it, it's not the worst thing in the world, because we're just doing this for us
right now.
Although, sure,
right now,
I like Tim's attitude.
Sure, I did sign us up for a Spotify account today. Just a heads up.
Good deal. It's
because I wanted the audio,
Correct. And if you don't have YouTube Premium like I do, you can't listen to it with your phone on.
Shut up. I'm the only one here. I'm the only one that
do you
deals
have
with
YouTube
that.
Premium as well, Tim?
It's my longest running subscription.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, it is.
Of course he does.
I happily pay the $11.99.
I will never not pay for YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
I can't live with ads.
Yeah.
Now, it's different on YouTube because they could pick how many ads they want on it, which bugs me. Because some people put 2, some people put 1 at the end, and some people put 12 in between their videos.
Right.
And I refuse to watch any of those.
Something I just discovered this week, because they slowly make it worse and worse for you. I'm the only one that knows this struggle, by the way. So you can, sometimes you see when we're watching, you can skip ads after 5 seconds. But if there's 2 of them back to back, now you have to do that twice. Before, if you got it in the first ad, after 5 seconds, you could skip it and it'd go right to the video. So they make it worse and worse every couple weeks. So now you have to skip the first ad and then watch the second ad all the way through. It's awful.
And some of them are 15 seconds until you can skip.
Yeah. So it'll be 30 seconds soon, and then you can never skip again.
It'll get as bad as Twitch, where it's 4 in a row over a minute long. You can't skip any of them.
I wish they would make a YouTube Premium family plan.
Yeah.
Because I would definitely do that.
That or do a yearly rate where you get some kind of discount.
Yeah.
I would do that. It's kind of stupid that you can only do monthly, but I'll keep paying the $11.99.
I'll never not pay the $11.99.
We know. So what's going on this week? Tim, I know you had some topics you wanted to bring to the table.
Well, first I want to get our recent purchases out of the way because it's been killing me in suspense to know what Jesse has purchased because he's really been hyping it up.
I'm going to let you go first with your purchases because mine may take a minute.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I want to know, man. You were texting us like in the middle of the week. I got topics. I want to talk about what we purchased.
I do. Okay.
Jesse said mine might take a while.
It's going to... That's not that it's going to take a lot of time to explain.
It's a long list.
No. It's going to take up some time once I bring it out.
Oh.
It's here.
It's here.
It's in the basement.
Okay. Well, I'll start with this. I bought 3 Pops last week.
3 what?
3 Pops.
Pops. Okay.
Black Clover Pops. I was going back and forth for 3 days, and I decided to pull the trigger. And now...
Man's got to take a breath.
I'm getting nervous just talking about this because I don't know why I purchased all these. Jesse, can you look up things on your computer while I'm planning?
Yeah, I can.
So first I want you to search...
Call me Young Jamie.
Go on bodega.com.
Bodega?
Yes. And I want you to look up...
I can't move the laptop, though, so Ashton won't be able to see it.
Oh, yeah. That's
fine. You can step up and come around if you want. This is taped in. I can't move. This is Bodega?
No. Just type in Bodega, go back.
Bodega.
Just type in Bodega. It's the... just hit enter.
Enter. New arrivals? BDGA store?
Go to new arrivals.
Oh, BDGA store. Okay.
Okay.
It's clothes.
Now I want you to type in brain dead.
Ashton's coming over.
No, he's grabbing
another Michelob. What is this? That's a skirt.
Did you type in 1 word or 2 words?
1 word. 2 words?
Yeah.
Brain dead. I typed in brain dead and 2 women's skirts come up, and it made me a little nervous.
Okay.
The shoes?
Now go to the second row, that second pair of shoes right there.
Oh, Reebok.
Yeah, my first purchase of Reeboks ever. Now, let me tell you why I bought these. They caught my eye for 2 reasons. 1, they're fuzzy suede.
I was about to say I like the fuzz there.
They're fuzzy suede all over the shoe.
Even the laces.
Yeah, even the laces. And it looks like a Halloween shoe.
That's a stretch, but I'll give it to you.
The vibe, it just
screams Halloween.
Yeah, and it's a collab apparently. I had to buy them.
I'm not against that.
Okay,
cool.
I'm surprised.
They're interesting. I wouldn't buy them.
I never would have purchased a Reebok shoe, but that caught my eye. And I thought that was the only shoe purchase I was going to make this week.
Let me get back to Google. All right.
But then, you know the Air Jordan lows that came out today?
No.
Do you know the denim Air Maxes that came out today?
No. Did you buy 2 pairs of shoes today?
So let me tell you. I only wanted the Air Maxes. So I get on at 10 o'clock. I buy the Air Maxes. I got them. Dan texts me 5 minutes later. He said, "You go for any shoes?" I said, "Yes, I went for the Air Maxes." He said, "Well, I went for the Jordan 1 lows, but they didn't have my size, so I got yours, and I got them."
Oh, my God. He's the worst.
So I said...
He's done that for everybody in our friend group now.
I said, "Fine, I'll look at them." So now I purchased 3 pairs of shoes. Okay. I purchased 3 pairs of shoes in the last week.
No wonder you're working on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's over $450.
Cheers to that.
I didn't want to. It just kind of happened.
I didn't want to.
I did want the denim Air Maxes, but I didn't know about the Reeboks and I didn't know about the Jordan 1s. But here we are. 3 pairs.
Do we want to talk about a dollar amount?
What do you mean?
In total?
He just said $450.
It was over $450, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Well.
Good for you.
Well.
Good for you.
I guess we could say good for me. Some ways. Some ways.
I wonder why you came in today saying you're about to have more shoes than you used to have. This man had the gall to bring up yesterday. Did you get those mids? Right in front of Savannah. And I forgot to tell her. Not that I was hiding it from her. And she looked up, so I couldn't make eye contact with Tim. So I was like, yeah, I got him. After I told her I wasn't going to get him. But I got him.
You can't. He's weak when it comes to mids.
It's true. And I told Tim I didn't go for him right when they dropped. I was like, I don't need him. And then I went all day, got home that night, walked in my closet to change, and you probably remember this. I got a button-up hoodie last year. It's got a gray hood, but it's like yellow and black plaid. Mm-hmm. It's like a long sleeve overcoat. And I saw it, and it matches those shoes perfectly. So then I was like, all right, I'll buy them if they're still on. So I went on, and they were still there. So I got them. Man, what can you do?
Yeah.
If I don't like them, I'll return them.
Do you still have your pandas?
Those are still going up too. They're pushing 260 now.
I'm curious because Dan said he was going to the sneaker store 2 days ago.
They didn't.
He didn't go?
No.
Interesting.
Every time. I love Dan. He's great.
I was going to ask him what he sold.
Anytime he says he's going to do something on his off day, instead he just watches a movie. That's what he does. But he had the boxes like ready to go, and he just never went. I actually think something came up this time, so I shouldn't have said that. It was the week before he was going to clean his house, and then he watched, said he turned on a movie, and then he was like done rest of the day. Like fell asleep, and then he was like like tired all day, so he didn't get anything done. But yeah, I don't think he ended up going. Yeah.
All right, well, the people are over here waiting. You want to go ahead and go?
Yeah, what's this big thing you've been talking about?
So I'll knock these out first. I got a Dark Dragonite in the mail for Team Rocket. I'm trying to complete Team Rocket at this point in my life.
You got the Charizard.
I got the Dark Charizard in the mail yesterday. Dark Charizard looks great. Dark Dragonite scratched up a little bit. I'm really annoyed with TCG. Near mint is such a loose term. Mm-hmm. Drives me nuts.
We can get back to TCG in a couple minutes.
I think Tim's got some. Did you watch the Rudy video on it? Did you guys watch it?
It's 30 minutes.
I watched it. I didn't watch it. I'll be able to give you bullet points. I learned one thing from the video, and that was it. The drum thing I told you guys about. I got the comics I got in the mail, so I started reading Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. Anytime comics come up, anytime I'm watching TV and comics come up, anytime I talk to your dad, everyone brings up Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. It's like one of the greatest written comic series of all time. The character was like dead for the first 19 issues. He just wasn't popular, so they kind of gave up on him. And then Alan Moore picked it up, and apparently he's like one of the greatest writers now. So I started reading that. I'm 4 issues in. Super good. I really like it. So that was one I purchased. I bought it for the cabin, but then when I got it in the mail, I didn't realize there's like 64 comics in the whole series. So I started now.
So you've read 4 of those books?
4 comics. There's 8 comics per book.
Got you. So you're halfway through the first one.
Yeah.
I think it's comical that you think you're going to go on the cabin and read while we're there.
It's going to be sometime, right?
I don't feel like we had any extra time when we...
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah,
the only reason we had time last time is because we were snowed in.
And even
for a little while.
When were we like, oh man, there's not really anything to do?
I meant like when you went for your walks, you know?
That was like 5 minutes.
I know.
Then you were both looking for me.
I don't know. The trip up, even though we just talk and listen to music the whole time.
We're going to be able to go into the little community center without it being negative 40 degrees.
Either way, I thought it was nice.
You could bring
Tim shot it down real fast. He goes, there's no way you're going to read all those in one weekend.
Definitely go ahead and bring it, but
I'm going to bring it. I'm not going to.
Unless you're going to read at night before you go to bed.
Thanks, guys.
I do like reading at night, though. It makes you fall asleep easier.
Yeah.
It's nice.
This one gave me nightmares last night.
Okay, well, don't do that.
It wasn't like scary nightmares, but like he was in my nightmares.
So when don't you have a nightmare?
Yeah. So my last purchase. You want me to bring it out for you?
I mean, I feel like you really want to.
Tim, it's really for Tim. But I think you're going to appreciate it. You're going to need to close your eyes, though, while I'm bringing it out, okay?
He's really hyping this up.
Feel the dead air if you want. You ready?
If I'm not super pumped about this purchase, is it like a mega ultra
Close your eyes real quick.
premium? Okay.
Open them.
Oh, I saw a pack on that side.
Dang it.
No, but I didn't know what it was. It was like this.
That's different. That's another thing I want to show you. But can you believe I found these in stores?
Where?
Oxford.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can you believe?
This is open. Are these all open?
I opened one of them.
Oh. Man.
I mean, can you believe it?
Ash will appreciate this too.
2002.
Because I know Tanner used to collect these, but I don't know if you collected those.
Yep. So those are Star Wars, the trading card game. Me and Tim were talking about them a couple weeks ago.
You just bought everything you had?
No, they still have a whole booster of Attack of the Clones. But they had like 8 or 9 left.
And he was only charging $350 a pack?
Mm-hmm. I almost bought all of them, but Savannah was with me.
That's good.
Yeah. So
because it's crazy because you can't even find like anything on eBay.
Here's what's crazy about it. They've been there since I started going to Oxford. I've always seen them. But since we talked about them, I never remembered that's what they were.
Yeah.
And I bought a pack, and I was like, hey, can I buy a pack, open it? I'm going to see what they look like. And I opened it, dude, and my heart sank. Look, I mean, there's a hollow in it.
Yeah, they're nice. And,
open one.
And
open one, Ash.
And would you realize that Wizards...
I know. Right on the box, Wizards of the Coast.
...made these.
There's one Episode 1 pack in there. I'm thinking about keeping it sealed. It's got Qui-Gon Jinn on the cover.
Those are good, too, the Return of the Jedi ones.
Yeah. So, dude, they have a whole, probably at least 20 packs left of these.
So you would have bought everything.
I don't know if I would have bought everything. But just the fact that I found them when we were just talking about them was so... I opened it and I saw this back and like I was like, oh my gosh, Tim's going to freak out. And I was in the middle of texting you. And I was like, it's going to be good for tonight. I'll save it.
Dude, these are awesome.
It takes you back, man. Isn't it crazy?
Unbelievable.
In store, we found these. We can't even find them on eBay. It's sick.
Yeah, we can't find them on eBay.
What'd you get?
I remember this one, though.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
But then I got this hollow.
Anything cool?
Mm.
What episode? Episode 2, right? Wow. Yeah, dude, it was cool, man. Opening them, like, remember the battle droids and stuff?
Nice.
Get anything cool, Ash?
R2 non-hollow.
You didn't get a hollow?
Nope.
Oh, I guess they're not guaranteed.
These are nice, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Thought it was pretty sick. Maybe picking some up for Christmas or something. Who knows?
2002.
Yeah. I was so blown away to see those sitting on the shelf, man.
Yeah, they're rare, but they're not, like, super popular.
Yeah. Dude, we were looking on eBay. Sealed boosters of these are $500 minimum.
Yeah, and it's annoying because they're not selling, but people are stubborn. That's cool.
Yeah.
People are stubborn, and they just want the most.
The supply must be low.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember getting these at Target, man.
Yeah. And even episode 4, 5, and 6, like the older ones, they're like way more.
The hollows are like $30 a piece loose. There's nothing crazy expensive, but I think it's the fact that they're just nowhere to be found now.
Right.
But I thought those are cool.
I would have never guessed that. I was going to guess a Lego.
No, I didn't buy a Lego today. I had to think about it.
No Legos this week?
Not this week. So I sold my motorcycle this week. Did I tell you guys that? Yeah.
You mentioned it, but you didn't tell me. Like,
he ended up picking it up. So that was nice, man. That black motorcycle I had.
I thought you had already sold the motorcycle.
I sold the silver one. Remember I had 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I just finally sold that black one.
Of course you did.
Okay.
You got how much?
$1,600.
Oh, you went down a little bit on the price.
Yeah. He was a cool dude. Was
he young?
Yeah, about our age. Yeah. And he already got it running. I'm pretty upset about it.
Really?
I should have just worked on it, man. I was lazy. I
thought you were working on it.
No. I was just lazy.
But aren't you happy, though, you got rid of it?
No. now that I know it's running somewhere and I built that bike from scratch, it kind of hurts a little bit. But
well, I'm curious then why you did sell it, because you didn't need the money. And
I mean, yes and no. I put 1,000 of it towards Savannah's car that we're saving for. So by the time we're ready to shop, that's an extra $1,000 to put down.
I feel like it's coming soon.
I mean, like December,
this purchase,
January, it's coming up. Yeah. Honestly, I'm excited for her to get a new car. I don't want to drive my Mustang everywhere we go now. It'll be nice to have like a brand new, like bigger car. You know. I'm more and more looking forward to it the more I like look at them.
Spacious, more room.
Yeah.
People don't have to climb through the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime we go somewhere, we don't have to borrow someone's car or always drive yours. Yeah.
Ironically, I might downgrade to a smaller car.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I hope you don't, though. I hope you don't.
You hope I don't?
If it's not a Z, I don't approve.
Well, we'll talk about it next year, because I'll have a good bit next year. So
here's what I want for you. Although I know the market's good. Well, it's good and bad right now. Like, look at Dan. He just paid off his car. He's got an extra couple $100.
$350, he keeps saying.
Yeah. I mean, he's got extra money in his pocket every month now. Imagine having no car payment. Pray about it.
Yeah. That's the decision. But then you always like, man, look at those cars.
So, Jess, you bought some stuff this week, but you made $1,800. So, ended up being a pretty good week.
1,800?
Didn't you say 1,800? 16?
So really, you didn't spend any money.
No, he didn't.
Well,
he made money this week.
In a way, it's all gone now.
You still have it.
Yeah, it's in places though. Well, $250 I bought that mixer for from Tim.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, technically, I guess still have it all, but I'm not touching it. You know, I'm upset about it, but it's good. I wanted to get it out of my garage. It was always in the way. I wasn't going to work on it, and I got extra money in my pocket, so it's fine.
Well, all right.
For shoes.
I guess so.
Do we
have any purchases you need to talk about?
I literally have not bought anything this week.
No pre-orders?
He's a smart guy.
No pre-orders. I've got that painting coming tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. I did buy a new fountain pen last weekend that I got in the mail today, so that was nice.
Did you tell Tim about your fountain pen situation going on now?
I did, didn't I? Do you know what a fountain pen is?
Oh, man. Ashton, give us a couple minutes. Indulge us.
Let me enlighten you. So I'm using it for... Pat texted me and said, was that on purpose? LOL.
That typical Pat. Yeah, friends call friends.
So...
I'm going to open a pack of cards while you're talking.
Please do. A fountain pen is one of those fancy...
The really, really fancy ones.
Yep, they have the strange-shaped endings on them. Not a quill pen, but like that.
Yes, I know those.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I jumped down that rabbit hole on YouTube one day and thought, hey, that would look really cool with the kanji.
And they're pretty expensive, aren't they? They can be.
They can be. I've always used Pilot's gel pens for kanji. So Pilot makes fountain pens as well. And they have a starter pen called the Metropolitan. That's about $16. So I bought one of those. And the thing with a fountain pen is that you have to buy the ink separately in a cartridge. Or you can buy a container that looks almost like a perfume bottle of ink. And it's different from a cartridge called a converter, where you basically squeeze this little rubber bladder in the ink and it sucks it up. It's almost like, you know those things that you clean a baby's nose or ears with? That's
the air?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of idea. But anyway, I bought one of those a couple months ago with some fancy ink, and you have to use a certain type of paper or else the ink will bleed. So higher quality paper. So dove into that rabbit hole, bought that a few months ago, and I love it. So I bought a second of the Metropolitan, one for color, one for just black, and I got the color one this week. Got it today.
Ashton, I feel like if you get really into this,
it's dangerous. There's they have really, really cool. There's other companies, Pelican, and there's one other one. The name escapes me. That's really big, but they make the nice shells that the pins come in with all these fancy color designs, and they get up into a couple $100s. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you really dive into that, you're gonna be spending some money.
And so many of those companies are Japanese made, so it's
you're just going right in.
They make
it's already destined to be.
They know how to make an art out of everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
good for you. I'm sure your writing looks way better.
Yes, I like it. It feels better too
on the fancy paper.
Besides that, there's been no money spent this week. I feel good about it. That might not continue the following week, but
let's hope not.
We did good this week.
Let's hope not.
I thought I was going to be like that this week.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
But Yeah.
At
some point, it has to be too much, though.
Yeah.
You would think.
What do you mean? Too much what?
Spending money. Because next week, there's also something that I want to buy.
That's the thing. There's never not something you want to buy.
I just have to start deleting everything.
You gotta have like good willpower, like Ashton.
Not for shoes. I don't.
All right.
I don't. I already have shoes lined up next week that I'm getting. The Georgetown 6s. The gray and blue.
Are they in stock?
Well, they're dropping.
Or you're
next
buying.
week.
What if you don't get them though?
Then I'm not getting them because they're going to be like $400 or $500 resale.
Okay.
I'm still keeping my eye on the yellow toes.
They're dropping mid-September.
They're like $230, $240 right now.
But they're dropping mid-September. And good for you because you usually been getting early access. So,
hey, if I can get them retail, it'd be great. I checked. I went through the checkout process on GOAT the day before yesterday just to see what the total price out the door would be, and it was $275, which is still too much. I mean, it's.
I would say after they drop in America, they'll be like $240, $250, because right now they only dropped overseas. Because they always get everything before us for some reason.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Do you remember when Sneakers Day Europe happened?
Yes.
That they got the yellow toes then.
Get out.
Yeah, that's when they dropped.
We got shafted on that.
Yeah. They also got shoes on that day that we won't get till October. Must be nice.
Well, considering that they're still only $240.
I love this.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't see myself paying more than $220 for them. If I can get them retail, that'd be great. But
you will.
That's been the first pair in a very long time
that you wanted.
I'm like, okay, I need that. There's something about having that black check mark, that's different than the other colors.
Oh, I know.
I
definitely know.
So,
I wore my infrared force today to work.
Yeah, you did.
Got many compliments, as you would think. But tomorrow's going to be a light day, depending on the weather. So
what do you mean a light day? Like you're not buying stuff?
No, like we'll
the
see
degree
what I'm
of fire on his feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
The degree of fire, I like that.
The infrared 4s have been my favorite shoe for some time now, and they're very comfortable. So good eye on you. I'm glad you got early access.
One of the best boxes ever as well.
Yes. Yes, they are.
So that's the only thing I have got my eye on that's involves spending money.
That's good though.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Chilling out on. Now, I will say I bought these back in June, but I've got those 3 CDs coming from Japan.
The ones you sent me yesterday?
Yep.
Oh, you bought them in June?
Yes.
They
went out for pre-order and then they're shipping.
Oh, okay.
Japan loves to put things on pre-order. Yeah. It's like, pay us now and we'll ship it to you in 6 months. What a deal.
Yep.
So the artist is one that I've been a fan of for several years. She did the opening and ending songs for Dirty Pair in the 80s.
I'm very much awaiting your Dirty Pair Blu-ray because I really want to see it.
Yeah.
And between you and my father, you guys have hyped that show up very much, and there's nowhere else to watch it.
it's tied between second and third of my most favorite shows ever.
I just wish there was somewhere to watch it.
It goes back and forth. Yeah, I don't know why you can't stream it.
So I'm assuming since it was made so long ago that there has to be like a huge following for it. So I don't know why they wouldn't have made it a physical Blu-ray yet.
Yes. So the in-house publisher that Right Stuff has, Nozomi Entertainment, they've had the license to it forever. I think the DVD set was released in 2014. But I was kind of like you, where I didn't come across the show until 2018 or 19, and I was thinking, why is this not on Blu-ray?
Mm-hmm.
And when they announced the Kickstarter last year, I was kind of annoyed because you can't really get the Blu-ray set in a Kickstarter for less than $100. But then when they went through, they're doing 5.1 surround sound audio, the upscaling for the Blu-ray. I forget the technical term, but they're doing something with how the music was recorded as a separate track from the vocal audio. They're mixing that where it's better off, and then they're doing a full dub for the people that like dubs. It's going to be a really nice release, and it's everything. So there's 2 seasons, and then there's 3 TV specials, 2 movies, and then Dirty Pair Flash.
That's a lot of stuff. That must cost you a lot, Ashton. Why don't you tell the people how much
we're not going to go through
what tier. So what tiers were there? Like if I know I can't get it now, but if I was to do the Kickstarter and I just wanted the Blu-rays, how much would that have run me?
If you wanted to just get the Blu-rays, I believe it was $70.
Nice. I would have done that.
What I did.
Tell the people, Ashton. Tell the people.
Was. And see, the way that they did it, it was actually exciting at the time, but Kickstarter has, they did goals. So as the project hit certain monetary funding goals, there would be a new thing unlocked. And so you were checking it over the 60-day period of like, okay, we just hit 120,000 or we just hit 200,000 and it unlocked this. And we hit every goal. So that was great, but I've got the Blu-rays coming with T-shirt, 2 lamps based on the characters.
Lamps?
Yep, lamps.
You didn't tell me that.
Yes, I showed them to you. They're like it's like the character art, and they sit in a base, and the light changes up underneath them. I'll show it to you.
It's like a clear LED stand of
Yep.
it, and like it's etched, kind of. It's like a silhouette.
Acrylic.
Almost.
Okay.
Acrylic, yeah.
Okay.
Acrylic, yeah.
Okay.
So if you just went all out, loved the show, they actually had a tier with a limited number of.
That's making noise, Tim.
Of spots. They had a tier with
as a monitor
with like a handful of spots where you could fly to New York. I think is where they had the recording studio at for the dub, and you would be recorded as one of the extras in an episode. So,
how much was that one again?
$1,000.
Did you do it?
Heck no.
Dang.
He could have. He should have.
I wouldn't be surprised if he.
I would have loved to have you as an extra voice in the show. That would have made my whole year.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. Yeah.
So
I mean, it wasn't far off from the one you bought. So
no, I mean, I spent somewhere in the neighborhood of $400, $450. But it'll be.
You're gonna have a sweet box set, though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be more than a box set.
Yeah.
Let me just
You're gonna
tell
have
you.
a giant care package. Now, is there a date? Did they start making it yet?
Yes, yeah, it should be shipping in October. So
okay.
Which the project began last October, so it was supposed to be a year-long project. Now, as with everything that's being delayed right now, it might not happen in October, but hopefully by the end of the year.
Maybe a Christmas gift to yourself.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, that's Dirty Pair. But I've got those 3 CDs coming, so I'm excited about that. Meiko Nakahara is her name.
Very nice.
Buying physical CDs in 2022, Tim. That's what we do.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not even vinyls. CDs.
Not even vinyl CDs. Yep. And they were like $21 a CD. So that's what we do.
Good
Did
deal.
you have to pay like a crap ton for shipping?
Yeah, I think the shipping was $27.
You gotta love it.
But it's 3-day from Japan, so it's pretty fast.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's DHL. It's coming. Sorry, Jess. Unfortunately, brown was not an option.
I take little to no offense at that.
I know.
Jesse's like, I could care less.
I literally wouldn't have noticed until you said something. I still get paid either way. I have enough stops as it is, Ash.
FedEx, I didn't want to go that route because it would sit in Ellenwood for 5 days. So
yeah. All right.
Well,
yeah, I get that.
While Tim's stepping away, let's talk about him.
All right.
So the drum kit, as I look over here, has been newly tuned.
Yeah, man.
It looks different, although it would be hard for me to put my finger on what's different about it. Possibly cymbals are sitting lower, and the whole thing just seems lower to me.
You're on the right track.
Okay.
It's missing the trash cymbal, the China.
The China, yep.
And it's missing the splash bracket, which I didn't put on yet.
Okay.
Other than that, now the height's right. I think it may just be the cymbals that throw you off. The cymbals are a little bit lower, but not anything different or crazy. But yeah, man, we took both heads off every drum.
Mm-hmm.
Started from scratch, taught me exactly how to do it, what to look for. And, he worked his magic. And what made me feel pretty good about it, he was even impressed with how the cymbals sounded. He was impressed with just like how good the kit sounded when he was done. He played on it for 5-10 minutes, So which made me feel good. Kind of had that stamp of approval.
Right.
Yeah, it just sounds really good right now, man. I really like it. Kind of made me fall back in love with it. I played it for probably an hour a day since he's done it.
Yeah.
Gotten back on it.
Good deal, man.
Yeah. So the miking will come up next. I think it'll make it sound pretty cool. I am going to order some over-the-ear noise canceling Vic Firth headphones to plug into the mixing board. Then he said you can run music through the board and then tweak it so you can play with the music but still hear your drums.
Yeah, cool.
So it'll sound really awesome. So I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Didn't talk about anything important.
No?
Just music. Drums, the usual. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So, Tim, you wanted to go to TCG Player, which was just purchased by eBay.
I did, and I don't even know much about it. I just know they spent $295 million.
Yes, which is a lot of money.
I didn't know that.
I don't know the reasoning, or they just want to get more of the card market, but...
No, that's 100% of what it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know if TCG was like really profitable, and that's why they bought them.
I would say they've got pretty impressive financials after the last 2 years.
Yeah. That was the big point that Rudy made, was that if you're going to sell, now was the perfect time to sell.
Yep, exactly.
They had record high sales. What else did he say?
The guy that founded it is the CEO currently, and he is going to remain CEO. So, depending on how many shareholders, I don't know if it's a publicly traded company, but if it's private, however many members there are of that, if it's just the guy that founded it, he just made $275 or $295 million, and he's going to continue serving in a CEO position, which is probably 7 figures. So he is doing quite well
just
right
fine.
now. Right. I'm surprised he didn't just take the money and run. But according to the press statement that they did, eBay is only giving them financial backing to improve their kind of internal infrastructure. So what they're going to say is, oh, we're going to have all this money to improve the customer experience now, better website, possibly be able to hire more people to improve customer service. And so the thing that we had a similar thing that Tim and I were talking about a couple weeks ago where we purchased the majority of our Japanese animation from, Right Stuff, just got bought by Crunchyroll, which is owned by Sony. So Sony just bought the largest, if you take out Amazon and Best Buy, the largest boutique seller of DVDs. And it's hardly ever the case that when a smaller company is bought out by a big company that the company improves if it stays a standalone entity. So I'm pessimistic about it. And eBay's got this pretty bad track record of fees, and I feel like they drove a lot of the card sellers off of the platform entirely, which is another reason why they would want to buy
Bingo.
TCG Player. It's the biggest player in the market, and it's the Apple and Amazon approach where if you can't beat them, you buy them.
Yeah. So, yeah, you pretty much summed up all of Rudy's video.
Which I'm glad that you told me he has that because I want to go back and watch it.
It was about a 30-minute, which...
That's him at his best, though.
You know him, though. Most of it was not about the buyout.
Just rambling.
Yeah. He says Timmy's at least 47 times.
Right.
The two biggest takeaways that I got from that, his rum is hitting me. The two biggest takeaways that I got from that was customer service is going to plummet. So right now, TCG customer service, in my opinion, is pretty good. I've had maybe 2 encounters over the past year and a half, maybe, of buying stuff, and they were like almost instant with responding. He's basically saying eventually he thinks, I guess, again, this is all speculation, they're going to merge customer services to where basically a lot of TCG employees in general are going to get laid off because of the buyout. This isn't going to happen immediately, but over time, you know. So it's basically what he thinks is going to be, you call into TCG Player for customer service or email them, it's going to be eBay's customer service.
That's right.
So I think that's going to hurt. Although eBay customer service is generally pretty decent, at least in my encounters.
I've never had problems with it.
Yeah. But it's almost like...
It wasn't the buyers that they drove off, though. It was the sellers.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's what I'm more...
Yeah.
That I'm a seller anyways, but just the way that eBay did the sellers was the whole reason that so many people migrated to TCG Player.
Exactly. And that's the second point to what he was making. Fees are going to increase dramatically.
Yeah.
Whether he thinks whether it's in the next year to 2 years, they're going to increase it 0.2%, 0.6%, 1%. It's going to increase.
Right.
I don't even know what the fee is right now on TCG Player. It's that low. And I sell on it pretty regularly.
Right.
It's fairly low. So that worries me. That's going to be the biggest part that hurts me, at least. But again, I'm not opening as much as I used to, so I'm not even selling that much anymore. So I guess it doesn't really matter to me. I'm more of a buyer now than a seller on TCG. So
you sell locally now, so
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I take it. Although I don't really take cards in there anymore.
Just sealed products.
It depends. Yeah, I'll take I don't have any cards. What? What now?
Just sealed product.
Just sealed product, which I don't even have any more sealed product to trade in, really, that I don't want to trade in.
Yeah, for now.
Everything. Got so much crap from you guys. Everything I have right now, I don't even know what I have in there anymore because everything I kept is just for investment. It's all long-term stuff. I don't even... All right, you guys talk. This is the worst.
Listen, there was no way you could have made that sound any better. You were just really just heating up.
I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Yeah, we're having a conversation.
Trying to have a conversation here.
Yeah. If
all I get is muttered laughter from Ashton.
You basically just said, "Look, I don't know what's in that closet, but it's all investment."
I just have a lot of stuff in that closet. I don't know what it is.
All I know is I've sold off a lot of that sealed product. So what I have left, I'm not getting rid of right now. It's all Evolving Skies and Celebrations. Stuff that isn't worth anything right now, but will be worth something in my opinion. So I don't have anything else to trade in. You jerks.
In your humble opinion.
Sure.
In his professional opinion.
Yeah, professional investor opinion.
I don't think it's professional.
Well,
yet to make.
I will say that those are the two sets. Even though you were talking about getting rid of Evolving Skies many times.
Yeah, but I haven't.
No, you haven't, and that's good.
Because of the more I hear people talk about it.
It's a good set.
It's going to be the set in the next 5 to 10 years. I think it's going to be incredibly desirable.
I need you to buy boosters.
I only have one. They're still high. They haven't, even after the reprint, they're still 160. So it's not even worth, although you're still not going to lose money, but I don't want to spend 160 on one booster. I'm waiting for 130 or 120. Then I may do something about it.
We bought some at 180.
That was stupid. That was because it was Christmas.
Those were crazy times.
And that was low for those times. Remember?
Yeah.
Everything was that high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I got hiccups already.
So would you say you'll stop using TCG?
No.
Because you bash it as a buyer, but you like it
no,
as
no,
a
no.
seller.
I'm not bashing it as a buyer. No. I never said that.
I mean, you never said it, but you have.
I've never said one thing bad about buying.
Buying.
I've never. No.
Near mint.
Okay, exactly, because there's no accountability for rating what kind of card you have. It's so. Yeah. How do you say it? I don't know. You can think a card's near mint, but it's not. And that's the thing. I read the description of near mint, and it's so vague that you can get away with it. And no one's going to... It's not worth going through the trouble of trying to get your money back, because they're going to say, I thought it was near mint, so it's near mint. That Dark Dragonite I bought is nowhere close to near mint. I think people look at near mint as the corners are okay. They never look at the hollow. The hollow looked like someone dragged their class ring over it in 2002. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
That's like a 6. With all that scratching.
It'd probably get a 7. Yeah. It's low. But I mean, luckily I'm not in the market of flipping cards and trying to grade them. I'm just trying to complete a set, so I don't care. But somebody who's trying to buy cards to grade, they're probably gonna be pissed about that. That's why I'm all the big cards I'm buying off eBay, because you can see really good pictures of them.
Yeah. That's what I like. I don't like TCG for that one reason. They don't have to put pictures.
Yeah, if I'm buying commons and uncommons, I don't care. I'll order them all day off that. Yeah. Or boosters if they're cheaper than eBay. Sealed product is fine too. But any old hollow cards. If you buy modern and it says near mint, you're fine, because it's generally near mint, because they just pulled it,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, those are all my thoughts on it. So
yeah,
that was about all I had to offer.
You don't really deal with TCG, so you don't really have an opinion on it, right? You just want to talk about it.
I just want to see your thoughts.
You're an eBay guy.
Because it was, I like eBay a lot. I've always used eBay.
Yeah.
I like eBay for 2 reasons. The PayPal, you get your money back, and I like it because you have to actually put pictures of the physical product. And people usually do good about taking pictures of every single angle on front and back of whatever you're buying. So
that's people who know what they're selling. Yeah.
And some people will get even better and do scans, and then you could see it perfectly.
Scans?
Yeah, where they scan their card.
In a photo printer or something?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah. And then you could literally see every single scratch on the card.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I accidentally bought 2 Dark Alakazams?
No, you didn't.
So I was bidding on one, and then I made an offer on another one. I lowballed both of them and I won them both. So ironically, I'm going to sell them on TCG Player.
How much did you pay for them?
$18.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't anything. I'm not upset about it, but yeah. I got to learn eventually.
It's like when you put 2 bids on 2 different Dark Charizards.
I'm so glad I didn't win both of those.
I would have laughed so hard.
But although if I would have won them both, they would have been great deals, but I would have been upset if I got them both.
Well, stop throwing bids in for 4 different things.
Here's the thing, if I win them at $98 and the card's worth $160, I'm not upset about it. I can flip it the next day and make money.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But good for you. You must almost be done with Team Rocket.
Nah, I got like 10 or 15 more cards.
But not high cards. High dollar cards.
The most expensive is a Secret Raichu. That's like 40 maybe. Yeah. The rest are like 15 and under. But I'm going to save that card for last because that's technically outside the set.
Yeah.
So I'll save that for last.
So then what set are you going to next? Because I know it's not going to take you long to finish Team Rocket. You'll probably take like another month.
Maybe a little more than a month. I'm trying to do 1 card a week. Probably. I mean, if I end up doing another one, it's going to be base set.
Well, I feel like this is the only reason.
Base set 2.
Sorry. I feel like this is the only reason you're still into collecting because you're doing sets.
Yeah.
I feel like if you stop doing a set, you're just not gonna.
For sure.
You're gonna fall off.
For sure. That's the only thing that's keeping me intrigued. The fact of completing a set that's 25 years old is pretty awesome.
And it's the older sets, which are nice. Mm-hmm. They only have like 70, 80 cards.
And here's what's nice about it. So if I finish Team Rocket, I'll have the first 4 sets complete. Jungle, Fossil, base set, Team Rocket. The only other set I would ever do is base set 2. Because that was, I don't know when that came out, but it was close to around that time.
Gym Heroes.
See, that's the thing. I don't remember Gym Heroes or Gym Challenge, so I have no nostalgic connection to them. Good cards. They're amazing cards. They're gorgeous. Like,
yeah.
And at the store, they have Blaine's Arcanine, Sabrina's. They have the big cards there, and I want to buy them, but I have no nostalgic attachment to them. So I don't have. And plus, there's 130 something in that set. I think there's a lot, and I have 0 of them.
Yeah.
Base set, I already have Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. So all the big cards are out of the way.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to do another one, it's base set 2.
Base set 2 is expensive too, though.
Well, I have all the big cards.
The reverse hollow. Oh, wait, no, that's Legendary Collection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do Legendary Collection.
No.
Let's do it.
No, I've already looked into this. There's no way. There's no way.
That Charizard, reverse hollow Charizard's so expensive.
I know. So yeah, if it's gonna be another one, it's base set, and I already have them sorted and numbered and everything. But
there's no really point of you doing base set 2 because it's the same thing.
Well, that's the thing. That's true. But also, there are different cards in there that were imprinted, and I already have most of them. I have over half the set, including the big 3.
You do.
So to complete it is maybe another $200 over the span of a couple weeks. I did put
2 in there.
Yeah, there's 2 cold ones in there. So that's the thing what's holding me back.
I wouldn't be upset at you for doing it, but it's not that big of a deal if you do or don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm only going to do it if I still want to feel like I want to complete something. Yeah. If I don't, whatever. I just don't do it. But like Nidoqueen is in base set 2 that's not in base set. Scyther, although it's in jungle, but it's not in the base set card.
Right.
So there's certain cards in there that are only in base set 2.
I mean,
it's a weird thing. I like seeing that number 2 logo.
You didn't like it when you got that Gyarados a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucked.
Oh.
Although he made it kind of made it right.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I did. I need to tell you this too. So I was on TCG a couple nights ago, and this guy had a Dark Blastoise listed. See your eyes twitching a little bit. You all right?
Yeah.
You feeling it?
No, I'm good.
That's unfortunate.
Not with Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
You're going to drink about 5
Am
or 6
I the only one feeling it?
Yes.
Well, I saw you eyeing the Tropicalian there.
You're the only one drinking liquor.
It's not my fault. So I ordered a base set 2 Blastoise. In the picture, it was a hollow, but in the description, and in the title, it was the non-holo, and he had to list it for $10. So I ordered it, thinking he probably didn't know what he listed. And then he refunded me like 2 days later and was like, hey, man, I didn't realize what I listed, so I can't send it to you. But I thought I got a really good deal. But I didn't. What can you do? I thought I got $10 for a Dark Blastoise. That'd have been sweet.
How much do they go for?
30, 25. It wasn't anything crazy.
Okay.
But I already have it. So I would have just got a second. Maybe sold it or something.
Have you been to the good old Nerds World recently?
Not this week, no.
Wow. And you're about to leave tomorrow.
Zach did.
Oh, did he?
Zach sent us 2 photos in one day of different purchases.
Of what?
Cards that he bought. I'm sure he traded in Pops or something. But
he must have a whole lot of Pops.
Yeah, Ashton not out of the blue. After he sent us the photos, he goes, "How many Pops do you have, man?"
I thought for a while he was just throwing his cash in there, but you guys kept saying he just traded.
Yeah, he's got a fairly large Pop collection, and he's into the Pops that increase in value.
Yep. Yeah.
Although a lot of times he does buy them. Sometimes he buys them retail. Sometimes he collects them. So he buys he pays what they're worth. But he traded in a Pop that right now is on sale there for $300. One of the Dragon Ball Z ones. So he's got and he's been collecting them for years, when they came out. So I'm sure he made a good amount of money, and he's getting what he wants. He's trying to complete Evolving Skies. So it's going to be a cool set whenever it's done, man. That's going to be historic. 200 cards? 285, I think.
Jesus. Are you? Yeah. Is anybody ever going to complete that?
Zach will.
That's so many cards. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, good for him. I haven't. Collectible has been kind of for me. I don't really know what I want to collect. I guess you can say I collect shoes.
You did PlayStation games for
I do.
A week?
I did. I still want to, but it's hard to decide when I want to put that money there because I always want something else. For me, shoes are always my first love. I'll never stop buying shoes. I guess I just need to stop collecting other things because I collect 200 things at once.
Can you give me a water out of there?
You can grab that other Michelob Ultra too.
Yeah, get one for Tim, man. We'll get nowhere to be.
Well.
Oh, the title.
I did hear someone say he's hard out at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's give or take.
But you have to do something tonight?
I got a family flying in from Jersey. Ironically, the day before I'm flying to Jersey, so I'm going to try to hang out with them for a little bit. Aunt Lori, Heather, Heather's son, and Heather's husband.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are they all staying with your mother?
Yeah. Is there another one in there that's not completely frozen? I think you might have grabbed the one that was the worst. Yeah, on the left in front of the Michelobs. Nope. In front of the Modelos.
Modelos?
Yeah. Ash, I love you. Here you go. Thank you.
Did I do it?
Oh, look at this guy.
It's respectable.
So,
Tim, you said that you had a list of topics, so we just knocked out TCG Player. What else did you have?
Well,
purchases we knocked out.
Honestly,
purchases were knocked out.
Honestly, this isn't really we're not really the sports kind of talking group.
Mm-mm. What are you talking about?
But you guys don't really.
Don't say you guys.
Just
tell me. I can spit out anything you're about to throw at me.
Every time I try to talk about something, you're like, I don't know who's playing anymore.
Tell me about it. Who? Is it baseball? Is it baseball?
Oh, we could talk about how the Yankees beat the Mets.
No. I was hoping you wouldn't say baseball. Who else? Oh, we're going to talk about football.
Yeah, we are. We are. The season starts next week.
All of us are equally into football. You know that. Very minimal knowledge, but we're all into it.
College or pro?
Well, college starts.
Please say pro.
Tomorrow.
Am I mistaken? College starts this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about that. Georgia and Oregon play first game.
Georgia and Oregon play a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Yep.
I'm out.
I'm playing at Mercedes-Benz.
I'm actually upset that they gave Georgia the number 3 rank because they're defending champs.
I was about to say, didn't they win last year?
Yeah, they won last year. And you know who's number 2?
Wait. Alabama.
No, Alabama's number 1.
Who else?
Why?
What would be your second guess?
Were they not even in the Final Four?
Alabama?
Yeah.
They.
Oh, we beat them in the championship.
Yes. Let's linger on this.
What?
Thing. So who would you guess would be number 2?
Yeah, who would you guess?
I can get this. Clemson.
Yes.
Try. No. Try again.
Clemson is number 2.
No, they're not. Try again.
Ah.
Who would be your other guess?
Oh.
Don't say it.
I forgot, but isn't Clemson in the top 5?
Oregon?
No.
Oh, wait, don't tell me. No, stop.
They're literally there
South
every
Carolina.
year. No.
Oh, they're there every
Jesse.
Alabama and stop.
Oh, hi.
Why do you need to tell me? I said don't tell me.
You weren't going to get it.
You give me 2 of the 4 letters in the name.
Oh, hi.
You weren't going
Like
to get
that's
it.
a hint?
The man was doing YMCA.
He just gave it to me.
You weren't going to get it.
You jerk. I would have got it eventually.
I was going to say, where did your ex live? But
that's not what we want. We're not talking about that right now.
yeah, we're not talking about that.
Jesse's ex-girlfriend.
But
You don't need to yell it. It's on recording. we literally just recorded it.
But in all seriousness, you would think Georgia will get number 1 in the preseason rankings because they beat everybody.
Even the fact that they're not number 2. 3 is an insult.
Yeah.
So Ohio State is number 2, and they are playing their first 5 home games. Their first 5 games at home.
Mm-hmm. And then we can talk about how Clemson was unranked last year, but they're still in the top 5 this year.
Mm-hmm.
They sucked last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know about college.
So first game, though, that Ohio State has, even though it is at home, is Notre Dame, which Notre Dame could show up and beat them.
They could, but anytime Notre Dame plays a high-ranked team, they always get killed. They're always high-ranked, but they can't beat a top-ranked team, Notre Dame.
Did you watch the Mateo documentary yet?
No.
All right.
What's it on?
Do you remember Mateo?
Yeah. You were talking about how he got like catfish or something.
Yeah, I don't know why it was even a big deal back then. I think it's on like Netflix or something. I didn't watch it.
Then why did you ask?
I wanted to see if you watched it so you could tell me about it. I don't know why that topic is so interesting. Do you remember how big of a deal that was?
I really don't know.
You don't remember?
No.
It was like everybody was talking about it doesn't even matter.
I do want to talk about one thing though before we get really into football.
College football or NFL?
Both. In baseball, did you guys see some news this past week about any baseball?
Yeah.
Specifically the A's?
No.
What happened? What?
The Oakland A's?
So the Oakland A's are the worst team in the MLB, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know if it was, but someone recorded. There was
yes.
There was 2 fans by themselves all the way at the top.
Were they having sex?
And the girl was giving a guy a blowjob.
Oh, that's
at
amazing.
the top, and someone was recording it.
That's amazing. Is it on YouTube?
It was. I saw it on Twitter.
That's amazing.
But they can't tell for sure, but it looks like she's like.
I'm sure that's what they're doing. In the top row,
they were
no one else.
They were the only 2 over there.
Yeah.
And the Oakland A's are the worst team. Their games are so boring, so they just decided
That is so hilarious.
They just decided to go ahead and
I believe it.
do it.
Nothing wrong with that. Land of the free, home of the brave.
I thought that was pretty funny.
I knew this was going to open like butter. I felt it.
Keep drinking that water over there.
Yeah.
So the pro season, I
Thank
am
you.
not feeling very confident about the Falcons. I don't think that's going to go well.
Well, who's your quarterback this year?
It is up in the air between
Is Mariota?
Marcus Mariota.
Okay, yeah, he is on
When
there.
did he get to the Falcons?
Oh, we just acquired
Last
him.
season?
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Matt Ryan fled for Indianapolis.
He is in Indianapolis? Why didn't I know that?
Jesse, do you watch sports?
Nope. I don't have TV.
Where's the man's courage that he just had a few
know,
minutes ago? Name a sport. I'm ready. Where you at?
Okay, I don't know in-depth detail. I was hoping you were going to say Kevin Durant or the NBA. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
So Matt Ryan went to Indianapolis. Julio is now in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, trying to win.
I don't think Calvin Ridley is coming back.
No. Oh. They won't. I don't think so.
Who's going to stop him?
They didn't even win last year. They got stopped plenty of times last year. Do you not remember the Super Bowl last year?
The Rams are going to be right back in it again.
Oh, it was the Rams and Bengals.
Yeah.
The Rams are going to be right back in
The Rams are in their division.
I hope we see Joey Cool.
Okay. So the Patriots are going to be better this year. I think that Buffalo is going to be better this year.
I think it's going to be.
I think Buffalo's going to dominate.
I think it's going to be Buffalo and L.A. The Rams back in the Super Bowl. Buffalo and Rams.
I hope to see
Buffalo's going to make it that far.
I hope to see, even though that he lost Devontae Adams, I hope to see
good old
Aaron Rodgers have a better season.
He deserves it. He deserves one more Super Bowl before he heads out.
I do want him to win, but I just think it's unlikely.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen.
Also, so one of the teams that I've always enjoyed watching, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
But Russell Wilson is no longer on the Seahawks. He is.
Where the heck did he go?
Denver.
He's on the Denver Broncos.
Jess, come on.
I don't keep up with trades in the offseason. I could care less.
So Pete Carroll is going to have a different helmsman, and I'll be interested to see both how the Seahawks do and how the Broncos do. But I don't feel good about the Falcons. I think that Brady will have a good team. I don't know if it'll be a Super Bowl team. The Rams are going to be good.
Yeah.
And I expect to see the Patriots and Bills both do well this year.
I think it'll be Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, and then far in last place, the Jets.
Dolphins, huh?
So there's not many.
I don't even know who's on the Dolphins or who's on the Jets, but I know it's going to be in that order.
So I'm expecting
I'm sorry,
the Patriots to go 10-7 this year. I'm not giving them a lot of hope, but I'm not giving
There's 17 games now?
Jess.
When did that start?
Like 2 years ago.
No, come on.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bye week.
No.
Well, every team gets a bye week, but
so there's 18 weeks in a season.
They added a game.
They took away a preseason game and they added an actual game.
See, I didn't know that.
I love you.
You want to talk about NBA?
We could talk about what just happened to the Lakers.
I think that's dumb. The Lakers are not going to be good again until LeBron leaves.
Well, he just signed another 2 years.
I know. And they got Beverly.
Yeah.
He's not good.
Yeah.
He's just annoying.
Yeah, they say he's the best defensive player, but
he's not.
That. Yeah.
He's just annoying.
I don't believe it.
He's just this is the thing. He's just short and quick.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean he's a good defender.
I think we'll see the Warriors come back.
Warriors will be back in the championship.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't quite see another team that can compete with them realistically.
No. I won't watch the NBA this year. Well, I haven't watched them in a while, but
that's just crazy.
I just think it's too uneven in the NBA.
It's not, and it's not even that it's uneven. Even the quote-unquote super teams that have 2 or more All-Stars are terrible. Mm-hmm. Brooklyn Nets, they're going to be terrible again because Kyrie doesn't want to play.
And they just re-signed.
They got KD again.
KD. Tell us your frustration.
Yeah, NBA is boring now. Everybody complains. Everybody has an excuse. It's not fun to watch anymore. I saw, me and Dan were texting about this a couple of days ago. Someone posted a photo of LeBron walking. It was about Jason Tatum, who just released that he had a thumb injury during the finals. It's just the fact that everybody finds an excuse of why they lost. He did it, I think, a year ago. Chris Paul, right after he lost, said he had like an ankle injury or something like that. Mm-hmm. A couple of years ago when LeBron got swept in the finals against the Warriors, he didn't make it from losing the game to the press conference, and he had a full cast on his arm and said he had like a jacked up arm or something. It was excuses. But then it said underneath it, Kobe Bryant had a torn ligament in his hand and never told anybody about it until it didn't come out until late the next season when he lost in not in the championship, but somewhere in the finals. Like, it's the fact that everybody complains now. Everybody finds an excuse for losing. It's just not fun to watch. Every time there's a play, there's either a foul call or someone's looking for a foul call.
Yeah. But that's why I stick to college. I love college basketball.
Yeah. And every game matters. Yeah, every game matters,
and they play like they actually like the game.
Yeah. Because they're proving something. Yeah. They want to get to the NBA.
Everybody
where they don't care.
In the NBA just half-assed it all the time.
I totally agree.
But I'm excited for sports. I'm ready for college football more than NFL. I've been saying this for years. I like college way more than professional.
Yeah, I've been saying that.
Like college basketball, college football, I love them both way more than professional because they're way more exciting. I will watch college football all day Saturday.
Yeah,
every Saturday.
Always have.
And I always have, and I always will. I'm excited for it.
Listen, Ash, here's a big deal that we're going to need your commitment on. My mom gets NFL Sunday ticket this year.
I'm already there.
For free.
We don't even have to talk about it anymore.
You've already told me this.
Next topic. I don't remember.
Not only have you told me this, Tim has told me this as well.
We are all meeting up at Dan's house every Sunday.
At Dan's house?
Open invitation. Well, he has it.
We're meeting at Dan's house.
Oh, yeah. Dan has it.
Dan's house.
Dan has, so you can't get it on here.
I don't know. They have a portable box, but I don't know how far it can travel.
We're gonna have to go over there.
Which honestly is fine. He got a big screen. You still don't have a projector, but
as long as he doesn't make us watch the Jets every week,
we'll have to bring 2 TVs.
Because he always.
I know.
He's always like that.
That poor guy.
We are going to have to work that out. What game are we gonna watch?
Yeah, I'm not watching the Jets all day.
Yeah.
And I feel like because it's his house, he's definitely going to.
Well, it'll be a rare occasion.
I've got to watch the Falcons.
Yeah. It'll be a rare occasion. Oh, here's the thing. You get that multiple screen thing with the Sunday ticket. Right?
But it's not the same.
I guess, but it's like.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all friends.
But. Listen, when it comes down to it, for big games, we all know where we really want to be.
Well, yeah, if there's a big game, like if there's a big rivalry or something, I think we'll all agree to watch that one. We'll just Dan's
but we all know where we're going to want to be.
Here?
Miller's, baby.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, we can do that.
Miller's.
Even though they've gutted their menu.
Yeah, I don't like the new appetizers they got there.
I love the new appetizers.
Yeah, we all know you like the chips.
No, Jazz, it's not even new appetizers. They kept the chips. They've still got mozzarella sticks.
They didn't keep the sticks. They added the chips.
Well, there was a serious excising that just happened, and cheese curds are gone.
Cheese curds are gone.
Thankfully, the pot stickers survived. But
that's a big deal for you
The
guys.
menu is only a front and back of a single piece of paper.
And half of it is
that right?
Drinks, right?
And half of it is drinks.
Yeah, they changed the menu.
And the price has increased.
Wow.
My fish tacos are now almost $17.
You got to love it.
Well,
you know how much the shareable fries are?
We don't need to get into all of that. I don't know because I never get them.
I do want to mention, though. When me and Ashton went a couple weeks ago.
Hey, where was the invite?
You were busy that night.
Okay.
I do want to say.
I'm glad you know my schedule, by the way. That makes me happy.
I ordered your exact meal. I ordered wings with a side of fries, and I got my fries right when the wings came out.
You're the worst.
You actually got the fries first.
Right.
And I bet that came up between you two.
It did. It did. Right when I got the fries, I was like, Jesse never gets his fries.
Jerks.
And I got my fries right away.
It was Tim's birthday. I texted him and said I wanted to treat him to dinner.
On Tim's birthday?
The week before.
Oh.
And he just did his hand like whatever.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
But Tim wanted to go to Miller's, so we went to Miller's. Got pot stickers.
Well, that I'm fine with because you're just treating him for his birthday.
Yes.
So Anyway, I don't know how much longer we want to linger on the athletic thing, but
yeah, let's talk about it. Got nowhere to be.
Maybe say who our favorite athlete is right now. Do you fellas have one?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Joe Burrow.
Aaron Judge.
I'm going to have to go with Jesse's.
Really?
Yeah?
That's true. He brought him up. And I want to...
Judge is on a whole different level. The man has 48 or 49 home runs right now.
He has 48.
I like what he said about Aaron Judge.
And the next closest, second place, has 31.
Isn't it Altuve?
I think so.
Yeah. What did you say about Judge, too, that you liked about him?
He's just not a arrogant-looking guy. When he hits home runs, he's very stoic and reserved. I mean, he celebrates, but it's not a thing of like, Cam Newton pulling his shirt off and flexing his biceps. It's like the guy's on a different level of men that are on a different level.
It's like act like that's what you get paid to do. So why are you acting like an idiot?
And one of the things that I love watching about him is when he does strike out on the plate, as he's going back to the bench, he's not throwing his helmet or throwing his bat. He's actually stopping to tell the next guy up what he saw from the pitcher. So it's even in the times where he's getting struck out, he's still collecting information to try to help his team. So I like him a lot. And
I'm buying a jersey tonight.
There's been several times that, since I've not bought anything this week, I might have to join you. But anyway, it's like it's so cool to watch someone that is in the top of the top and is still like excelling. So
his record to beat is 61, and they said he's on pace to hit 61, but his record, the record to beat is in the 50s, I think.
For Yankees or for overall?
I think the all-time Yankees.
Basically
in a season.
Yeah.
Basically, the guy is hitting a home run every 2 games.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And I don't mean this as a dig to any other team, but he belongs on the Yankees. Mm-hmm. The fact that they have that historical.
Yeah, that is the baseball team.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that they're built on like respect. Like they didn't allow players to have facial hair until a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. Clean cut. Like they're built on respect and that kind of stuff. And he lives it. He's like another. Did he get drafted to the Yankees? Do you know if he's played his whole career at the Yankees?
I don't think he got drafted on the Yankees.
Okay, because I was gonna say he's like another Derek Jeter. Like Derek Jeter started his career, ended his career at the Yankees. Never had a scandal about him. Never was a jerk. On and off the field, acted like the organization. And even still to this day, like he still does fundraisers. He doesn't have anything negative to say about him, man. Yeah. It's just super cool seeing people like that these days,
I say if Judge breaks the record, you buy the jersey.
Okay.
No deciding, no going back and forth, you buy it.
Here's what you do.
I don't keep up. Record.
If he breaks the record, send me a link to the jersey, and I won't question it.
Okay.
I'll put it in the cart and purchase.
Okay.
But don't screw with me if he doesn't break the record.
He's on pace to break it. Like, he is, like, way ahead of it.
I'll buy the jersey.
Okay.
The only thing that's really been holding me back from buying this jersey is I want to, like, try one on first and make sure I get the right size. Because jerseys, I think, are bigger by nature.
They'll tell you get your shirt size. That's what I've been told.
They'll tell you the dimensions on the website, too.
Okay.
But they say usually just get your shirt size. So if you wear a medium, get a medium.
I still want one. And listen, I got shoes to match.
No, but listen, you've been saying it's so, like, typical to get a Judge jersey. You wanted to get the other one.
Typical? How many people do you see with a Judge jersey on?
Well, it's like, I don't know.
He says, like, if you're going to get a Yankees jersey, it's either going to be Judge or
Jeter. I wanted Carpenter. I respect the man's mustache to no end. And he's got a higher batting percentage than anyone on the Yankees team.
Yeah.
He's a good player. But I don't know. It's almost like, sometimes when you see like someone wearing a LeBron jersey, you're like, you don't know if they're a real NBA fan. You think they just like the persona of LeBron James.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't ever see people in jerseys.
Really?
Really ever.
I do sometimes.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I see people in Jordan jerseys.
Yeah, that's another thing. You don't know if they're a fan of the sport or they're a fan of quote-unquote Jordan.
Right. It's like seeing a 17-year-old girl with a Nirvana shirt on.
Bingo. The stupid shirts, man, from Target. Yeah. I hate to see that because you walk up to them and ask them one song. They're like, I don't know.
It's not just that, but it's also AC/DC and
AC/DC. Yeah, all of
the
it.
other ones.
Right.
Yeah. Pink Floyd.
I still don't think that Aaron Judge is a household name, though. It's not. He's not LeBron James and Michael Jordan level.
Yeah, he has to win first. He hasn't won yet.
I do think that he'll pass the record. I want to get a jersey. I want to get an MLB jersey, and then I want to get a jersey for the NFL season to wear on Sundays.
I have one ready to go.
Do you already have one?
Mm-hmm.
Is it
I
Brady?
have a gorgeous jersey. No, it's a deep cut. It's a Patriots. I'll give you that. You want to take a couple guesses or just throw it out?
It's not Amendola or...
Close.
Don't tell me. What was that other guy?
You said it's a deep cut.
It's a deep cut. Well, it proves that I know my people.
What was the other guy?
Stop it.
Is it a receiver?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He looks just like Amendola.
I know who it is. Don't tell me. He just retired.
That's right. The best beard I've ever seen on any man.
Go ahead and tell me. I'm not going to pull it out.
Edelman.
Yep, Edelman.
Julian
Edelman.
I bought a gorgeous jersey from Alibaba. $18, but it is.
Well, I will be buying a genuine.
Hey.
Yeah.
If I put this in your hand, you would never guess.
I don't care. It's the principle.
You don't.
It's the
you would
principle.
never. If I didn't tell you, I just got it from Alibaba. You'd be like, man, you spent $140 on this jersey.
So would you get Judge's jersey?
Do you want me to
Alibaba?
put it in your hand? It's right here.
No, because
right.
I know that it was made by the Chinese Communist Party, and I don't.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
I'm convinced
Alibaba.
that they bought them at wholesale. And there was a foreclosure. And they had to let go of their product.
Is that what you're convinced of?
Yeah.
Oh,
if I put it in your hand, you would not know.
On that note.
Either way, it was worth the $14 that I spent on it. I think Ashton just shed a tear. Oh, my God. It's a gorgeous jersey, man. But if I get an Aaron Judge, I'm going from MLB.com.
Yeah.
I want an authentic one.
Yeah. For baseball, there's I'm pretty much settled on that. The NFL, though, I'm not positive on.
Yeah, so are you serious on buying one?
Yes.
You just don't know.
I want to have something to wear on game day. So even though the Falcons are my team because of Atlanta, I don't know of any player on the Falcons that I really want a jersey of. So my favorite players are Mahomes, Rodgers, and
Brady.
No, the guy that we were just talking about that got traded to the Broncos from the Seahawks.
Oh, Russell.
Mine's not working. Russell Wilson.
Really?
I would like to have one of the three of them.
I have a Vic jersey you can have.
No, we're good.
So are you against getting a retired Falcons player jersey? Like work done or something?
I'm not opposed to it, but I just want to have someone's jersey that I like watching.
Okay.
Huh. And even though he's a douche, Baker Mayfield got traded from the Browns.
To where?
I'm blanking at the moment. But
Google it?
He got traded, and there are games where he shows up and games where he doesn't. But
put some Michelob's in the fridge for him. Put 2 in there because you'll need some. We're only halfway done with this, by the way.
Panthers.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Did you know that, Tim? Baker Mayfield's on the Panthers?
Yes, I did because I watch sports. Shut up. You don't watch sports. You keep up with the news. They're not playing right now.
He's a year younger than us.
I would have known.
I do keep up with everything, though.
So he's on the fence. You got to help him out.
For NFL jerseys.
Okay.
Mahomes. Why did you laugh at that? Get out of here.
It had nothing to do with you.
I'm serious, though. I didn't laugh.
Is there a problem?
Bye.
I was laughing because I had to go to the bathroom.
Don't let the door hit you. So Mahomes, Rodgers, and Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Those are my 3 favorite players to watch in the
Can you
league.
give me a reason, one reason for each player that you like?
It's just the way that they play quarterback.
Okay.
And that's, to me, the most fun position to watch because of those guys have to be really smart in making critical decisions in seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And each of them plays slightly different. Mahomes has all the trick stuff, and it's just when he's really plugged in and in the zone, it's so much fun to watch. Rodgers is like the grizzled veteran that's just incredible arm, and he's super smart. And Wilson is really dynamic in the pocket, in and out, where the man is so dangerous when he runs, but he's also got a really solid arm. I feel like he's one of the best hybrid quarterbacks where he can run and throw at the same time. But I've always liked him as a person too.
Yeah.
But
so I from my perspective, I would say Rodgers for 2 reasons. He's been in the league longer than both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I like his play style the most. I like watching him the most.
Yeah.
And some of his passes are just insane.
It's nuts. Yeah.
And I would say because this is probably going to be one of his last years.
And he has a good friend in Joe Rogan.
I would honestly, like, I don't want him to, like, get traded after this year. I want him to retire a Packer. But I feel like if he doesn't win a Super Bowl this year, he's going to try one more year to go somewhere else and win. So I would say get his jersey as a Packer before he
You think he's worried about winning, though?
Yeah.
Is he, though?
One more time? Yeah.
I don't think he would leave to win another one and then call it quits.
Well, he almost didn't even come back to Green Bay this year.
I don't think that was because of a championship. I just think he was tired of them. He's already won.
He's already won, but no one just doesn't want to win again.
Yeah.
And it's been so long. Wasn't it in like 2011?
It's been a long time, yeah. But he doesn't talk about it like that's what he wants. Do you think... Yeah, it may be right. I'm going to ask you a question after you finish this little topic.
No, I was just... get a Rodgers jersey, I would say.
Tim says Rodgers. Go ahead, Jess.
What were your 3 options? Rodgers, Russell Wilson.
And Mahomes.
See, if you were going to get a Russell Wilson... man. I wouldn't go with Mahomes.
Why?
It's too typical. Although I love Mahomes.
What
so
does
maybe
that mean,
you should.
Too typical?
It's like with the Judge jersey.
I would think Brady is too typical.
Brady's definitely...
Depends on
and
which
I
one.
like Brady.
Brady's
if you got a
definitely...
Patriots...
It's like you have to buy an NFL jersey. I want Peyton Manning.
Exactly. You want a deep cut.
Peyton Manning is not a deep cut.
I know. I'm saying...
Oh, yeah.
You want a deep cut to
Yeah,
prove yourself.
Right. Yeah.
I think maybe if you got a Russell Wilson on the Panthers, that'd be like you're keeping up with him. You like him.
Wilson's on the Broncos.
I swear I thought you said Panthers.
No, that's Baker Mayfield.
Jesus.
Jesse likes sports.
No, I love sports. Go sports team.
Listen.
What's the point I was going to make here? Oh, Rodgers.
Have some more rum.
So your options are Mahomes, Wilson, and...
Aaron Rodgers.
Are you asking for my opinion?
Tim says Aaron Rodgers. What do you say?
I say Aaron Rodgers. What do you say?
I like Aaron Rodgers over all those 3.
Okay.
I just think he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He is a great guy.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I would honestly, if I already had like other jerseys that I wanted, I would get him. But I don't have any jerseys that I want right now, so I have to buy ones that I actually want.
Right.
I do want a Yankees jersey.
Yeah.
For sure.
Damn it, I'll be right back. Mom's texting. 30 seconds.
I do want a Yankees jersey for sure. And I'll even the thing that I just told Jesse, I'll buy a Judge jersey if he breaks the record. Like 100%. He's like every time he gets to the bat, you're like, or the plate, you're like, he's gonna do it.
Even his stance.
Yeah.
It's like you know something good's coming.
He's a giant.
Yeah.
like I know you probably don't, but there's a YouTube channel called Complex, and they have sneaker shopping with like a guest, like a specific guest. And they have the guests come on, they talk about sneakers and what brought them to culture and stuff and their background, and then they go sneaker shopping and buy shoes. And they had Judge on, and he was just such like a fun guy to watch.
Yeah.
Like he like, you can tell he's like just so genuine. Mm-hmm. And I would definitely, like, I don't want him to leave the Yankees at all, but he hasn't agreed to like a long-term deal. Like, he's still on a 1-year contract, which is kind of scary.
They're going to have to shell out mega bucks.
He'll be the highest paid person, I bet. Like 100%.
After this season,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Like, we're talking like $500 million.
Right.
For like 10 years.
Right.
That's insane.
You know, I like Freeman a lot too on the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I think he's genuinely a good guy, but
how upset were you when he left the Braves?
I wasn't overly upset. It helped that they had won the World Series, but
they seem to be doing fine now. The Braves, they're on a pretty good roll.
Yeah, they seem to have like hot streaks and then they go kind of cold. They've got a solid team. I don't think that they're a World Series team.
Well, no one thought last year too, but they did win.
Yeah, I mean they could still show up.
They could,
but there's something about the fact that Freeman was on the Braves and buying a Dodgers jersey because I like Freeman, because I do like Freeman. It's like,
yeah,
I don't know. I know that you should not like the person because they changed jerseys, but
sometimes I do. Sometimes I'd stop liking the person when they switch teams.
Yeah.
You got something to say?
No, I don't think so.
No, nothing.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I think I'll move my car for my mom.
Yeah, why you park it over there all the time now?
Yeah.
I just did it today because I'm going out of town tomorrow. And I didn't want to be in the way of Savannah, and she's got her friends staying this weekend. But apparently I had to move it. So
back here?
Yeah. It's right back where I started.
Well, what can you do?
Nothing.
So listen, we've talked about all I wanted to talk about, so I don't know if you guys have anything specific in mind.
Hey, we have nowhere to be.
We don't have anywhere to be, but I'm just asking you what you guys want to talk about.
Really and truly, I didn't come in with any topics. I will tell y'all that the cabin trip can't come soon enough. I've already made arrangements for work.
Yes.
To be able to be here at 1.
On
Friday.
On the Friday.
Okay.
So that'll give us time to leave, go grocery shopping, and
it's barely 2 hours, right? It's like
2.5.
We made incredible time last time.
We did.
I feel
like 2.5.
if we had not gone to Walmart,
Yes.
What even just came out of my mouth?
Yes.
I feel like if we did not go to Walmart,
not alone in this,
that we would have gotten there too early. But I'm looking forward to that immensely. It's
same. I'm so stoked for this trip, man.
And I feel like based on how the weather has been going lately, that we might be able to actually wear
hoodies,
sweaters, and hoodies.
Hoodie weather is goody weather, in my opinion.
Now, I'll say that, and it'll be 97 degrees, but the way things are going, it's not looking like that's going to be the case.
Yeah,
I hope not.
But
man, I can't wait for this trip, guys.
I'm excited about it.
And we are going to record when we're there.
Tim and I have got some fire to show you on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to record a podcast. What was that?
Medium screen. It's not that big.
So we got movies, podcasts, and sports.
And sports.
They had cable last time we went there.
To watch, you mean?
I
thought we were playing something.
No.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, pool.
Talk about
pool
playing.
And ping pong.
Ashton, me and Jess have been brainstorming. We're going to bring this game called Rummicubes.
Called what?
Rummicubes.
Rummicubes?
Yes.
Say more.
So
it's right up your alley.
It's a game, 2 to 4 players. There's chips. There's chips numbered 1 to 13, and there's 4 different colors. There's black, orange, blue, and
red.
And the premise of the game is to get rid of all your chips. Each person draws 14 at the beginning of the game, and you have to get rid of all your chips first to win, but it's like you have to put it down in groups of 3. So if you have a 1, 2, 3, you could put it down, or like a 4, 5,
Same
6. Same color. Or if you have 3 different 6s, 3 different colors, you could put it down.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a numbers game. You got to mix and match and move stuff around to get all your chips on the board. Mm-hmm. It's a thinking game, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
I think you're gonna like it.
It's definitely not like you don't feel stressed. It's a relaxing game. It's not like anything you're overthinking. It's pretty quick.
We're talking about a board game.
Kind of. I mean, it's a tabletop game.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not on an Xbox or
No.
something.
No.
Okay.
No.
Great. Okay. No, I'm all for that.
It's a bag of chips,
Awesome.
and you pour the bag down.
Okay.
And you pick 14, and then you got your little. You comes with a little board. Kind of looks like Scrabble.
Cool.
You know, you stack them up. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah,
they're not like long games. You maybe take 10, 15 minutes to play a game.
Oh,
and when someone puts numbers down, you can use those numbers with your numbers, but there's got to be a minimum of 3 per combination.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Okay,
I think it's right up your alley.
When you see it, you'll catch on right away.
Okay, yeah.
But we've been playing it a lot at the parents' house. Every time we go to my parents, we play it for about an hour or 2, and it doesn't even feel that long. Like, it's a super fun game. Everybody loves it. Not hard at all.
And I say we try to at least get plans for another trip when we're there.
Oh yeah. I thought that
you were looking at Ashton to back you up on that one.
No, I just said
you were worried. I say
he was worried last time. It'll be
he
right.
was.
So
I'll pay for it. He'll pay me back whenever. It's not a big deal.
Don't you wish you had that money? I like.
You do it to yourself, Jess.
I like that idea of doing it a little bit after Christmas, so the late January, early February.
I'm almost thinking early February.
That was a great time because it gave us
still
enough.
Cold.
It was still cold.
Still cold.
We were back in work long enough to be like, I really wish it was the holidays again.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm good with that. If we kept it on a kind of rotating 6-month schedule thereabouts, there's something about being in the mountains in the winter.
That's what we said last time.
Best time.
And you couldn't hear anything. It was just quiet.
The stillness.
Yeah.
I'm looking. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most, other than just being with you guys, is being there and saying, "This is not McDonough."
That's right. That's right.
McDonough.
That's right.
McDonald's a hellhole.
Yeah.
Like,
let's not talk about that, please. Let's talk about the cabin.
I believe Tim said that he's going to buy a new whiskey, and I'm ready to spend $200 at the bookstore. Are we
talking minimum or average?
A minimum of $200.
Yes.
So as long as the man has books that I'm looking for. I know that we've also mentioned the comic store.
If it's open.
I have a minimum of $100.
It'll be open.
Minimum of $100 I spend there.
Okay.
I'm really getting into it lately with that Swamp Thing.
Yeah, you are.
I'm making a list right now.
Hopefully you find some old comics.
That's what I want. I want to find the first issue in that series. They're nowhere on eBay. There's not a single one on eBay right now. Yeah.
That's rough.
And they're only graded ones.
The cigar lounge?
The cigar lounge, the coffee.
Are you? Yeah.
I'm not in the market to buy anything, but I am looking forward to having good food.
There's no shoe stores there.
There's no shoe stores. Having good food, smoking a cigar, drinking whiskey.
In good company.
Hanging out, not even thinking about this place.
Are you going to grill some meats at 900 degrees?
I'm going to grill some meats at 900 degrees.
That's right. I love that so much.
Freaking 900 degrees.
I think it's too hot. The grill was entering the gates of hell, Ashton. with the amount of flames that were coming out.
There were literal flames.
It was engulfed.
Coming out of the grill.
Listen, whoever used it last did not clean it.
Sure.
Hey, that's the same grill that my parents have, and I have not caught that thing on fire.
You know no one cleans that.
I will say this. Despite the circumstances, Tim still made
excellent steaks.
Excellent steaks.
Excellent steaks.
And I'll do it again.
It was literally on fire, and it was a good steak. I mean, who else can do that?
And we were. I'll never forget it. We were sitting at the table eating our steaks, and we look out, and the door had some kind of little curtain on it, but you could still barely see outside. And someone said, "I think it's snowing." And we opened the door, and it's snowing outside. We're eating steaks.
We had the door open for a minute, I think.
It's hard to top that.
I know, man. I think we're going to have a great time being there, but I think we're all going to agree it's not going to compare to how it is when it's snowing outside. And it's 19 degrees outside, you know.
It got to like 11.
And the fire is on. I know.
It was low.
The wind chill was below zero.
I'm so excited.
So we'll do one trip every year during the winter time when we're stuck there, and then we'll do one trip at the end of the year when it's not destroying us.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, I would like February.
So do start of fall, end of winter.
I was thinking like late August, early September, which is about what we're going to do anyway.
Yeah, because I think the first day of fall is September 24th or thereabouts.
Yeah, I think if we push it to February, August or September won't feel so far away. It's felt like almost a year since we've been there.
It has. It's felt like a long time.
It was the last weekend in January.
Yeah,
I think because we talk about it every other week.
Because it was just.
It was
and
a good trip.
It's going to be nice because we're going to come back and we'll have the holidays literally right around the corner.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have a vacation 2 weeks after that.
This man has like 4 vacations lined up in the span of...
Yeah, I know.
Quote unquote vacations, okay?
You're going to New Jersey tomorrow.
For 3 days.
Then you have the cabin trip. Then you
for
have
2 days.
Then you have a cruise.
For 7 days.
And then you're thinking about taking a surgery so you could have the holidays off.
That's true. Which, to be fair, that's not a vacation.
You say you're going to enjoy it so much.
I'm going to enjoy it more than working, but it's not a vacation. I'm getting cut open.
Oh, you've done that plenty of times. You're used to it.
I know.
You could build a good Lego. You'll be fine.
I know. Is that Ellie barking? Did she bark?
I don't know. I'm too busy having a good time.
I didn't hear her bark.
That's good.
So, listen.
Yeah?
What do you...
Tim's got his mic grabbed now.
I'm making are you asking me a question?
I'm asking you, what do you plan on doing on this New Jersey trip?
Oh. Well, I won't go fill up my drink first then. So tomorrow night, I'm going to the Stone Pony for a concert. Begrudgingly.
Who are you going to see?
Simple Plan, Sum 41, Set It Off.
So that's why you were listening to Simple Plan today.
No, they're in my current rotation, but...
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're one of my favorite bands. Top 3 of all time.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
What? All right.
Why is that?
That is a band that I can count on a hand how many times I've heard you mention them.
Okay.
Top 3?
Top 3.
You might be drunk.
Yes. But I can maybe name 5 bands in my life that have never put out a bad record, and they're one of them.
Who's 1 and 2?
Queen is probably up there, maybe number 1. Mariana's Trench.
Journey is not above Simple Plan?
I appreciate Journey, and I love listening to them, but I don't know every one of their songs.
Jesse, you were listening to them nonstop for like 4 months.
Journey?
Yes.
I mean, I went through their discography, but I wasn't like...
Simple Plan is above Fall Out Boy?
No, Fall Out Boy's up there.
Okay, all right.
Okay, top 4.
So we're getting... No.
And it's going to be top 5.
I still don't buy it.
Give me bands. I say Queen is number 1. Not only for the fact that I just like listening to them, what they did is amazing to me.
Okay.
They're number 1.
Okay.
I think if you listen to this in a week, you're going to be like...
No. No. I don't talk about my favorite bands of all time. I believe
Simple Plan is maybe in your top 10, but I don't think that All Time Low is below Simple Plan. I don't think that you would put Aerosmith below Simple Plan.
I would.
Would you? But you would put All Time Low below them?
No.
Okay.
Top 5.
Okay, now that I'm thinking properly.
That was a bold statement you made. Top 3 is big.
I can name 3 bands off the top of my head that I can say have never put out a bad record. Simple Plan, Marianas Trench, All Time Low. They've never put out a bad record. I can listen to every record from start to finish and not skip a song. As much as I like Mayday Parade, they've put out bad records. Black Lines, I think, is a horrible record. I wouldn't listen to it.
Mayday Parade sucks.
Every other album I can listen to start to finish, except for that one album that you know. Simple Plan, I don't think they've put out a bad record.
I never liked Simple Plan anyway, but I can't argue with you because I don't really.
Yeah, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Simple
Tim.
Plan, I don't like his voice. It doesn't.
Marianas Trench, I don't think they've put out a bad record.
I can get behind that.
They tell a story with every one of their albums, and they use orchestras with a lot of their music.
And they're very talented.
And the singer can sing any song, and I'd be convinced that he wrote it.
Zach would agree with you on that.
As far as old school bands, Journey is on maybe my top 5 of like old school 70s, 80s classic rock, for sure.
Yeah.
The guitar player, I'm astonished at what he writes. Queen is up there, number 1 old school. Aerosmith is probably my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're starting to sound more like Jesse
now that I explain it.
Yeah.
But again, Simple Plan, okay.
You just
I'll say Simple Plan top 5 then.
Okay.
Comfortably top 5.
I don't think it's comfortably top 5.
Why not?
I'll believe you.
I want to hear you guys go back and forth. Go
Fine.
ahead.
Okay, can I try
top
to name
10.
Can I name my top 5 and see if you agree with me on this?
Sure.
Queen.
Yes.
I'm going in order. Queen.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, this isn't me studying. Fall Out Boy, probably number 2. All Time Low, I could put number 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you already have something to say?
No, I was going to say I could see you putting All Time Low above Fall Out Boy.
I'll put All Time Low, if we're taking out nostalgia, All Time Low I'd put at number 2. I think they're better.
Okay.
Fall Out Boy, I have a lot of memories tied to it. Fall Out Boy was my entry into playing music.
I actually would have to agree with you on everything that's been made after 2010. I would take All Time Low over Fall Out Boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, okay.
I'm talking about pre-hiatus Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
Number 4, I'd put Marianas Trench.
Number 4, Marianas Trench. Okay.
5, Simple Plan.
I don't believe that.
Why not? Who else would I put in front of?
I think you just don't remember all the bands you've listened to.
I just don't believe it.
I think you have too many bands that you've listened to.
You literally never... It would be like me coming out of the blue and saying, Jesse, top 5 I love...
I can name your top 5.
Okay, but it would be like me coming out and saying, top 5, Jesse, for me, Pearl Jam. And you'd be like, what? How many times have you heard me mention Pearl Jam?
Not a lot,
Never?
But I wouldn't second guess it.
Yes, you would. What's my top 5?
Are you going to be honest with me? Do you have a top 5? Or are you going to kind of wing it as I say?
Or I'll at least tell you if you're in the right neighborhood.
Asian Kung Fu Generation, number 1.
Is number 1. There's no doubt.
2. This is where it starts to get tricky, but I think I know you pretty well. Mm-hmm. Blink-182.
They're in top 5. I wouldn't say they're number 2. Keep going.
Damn. See, your top, your 2 to 5 is so interchangeable.
You call me your best friend?
Blink-182, Aerosmith, Fall Out Boy is your 2 through 4, in my opinion. And then your number 5 is Led Zeppelin. No. Damn it. Number 2 is Greta Van Fleet.
I mean, they're up there.
See, you don't even have your top 5.
Jesse, didn't you also like My Chemical Romance a lot?
Not really.
Oh. I'm trying.
Are you looking through your library now?
No, I'm trying to see all bands like similar to that. Green Day. Didn't you like Green Day a lot?
Ashton loved Green Day.
I did, but
they're not in his top 5.
I departed from them. So
I'll give you your top 5, and then you can put them in order.
Go for it.
Greta, top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Asian Kung Fu Generation, Blink-182, Fall Out Boy, Aerosmith. Number 6 is Zeppelin.
With confidence.
So if you might not like this. If I had to pick between Zeppelin and Aerosmith,
I would
probably pick Zeppelin. Only because Zeppelin has Stairway to Heaven. But
wow.
Is he like a big fan? Are you a big fan of Aerosmith?
He's just, from the day I met him, talked about Aerosmith.
Oh.
He didn't talk about Zeppelin until the past couple of years.
And it's been several years since I've had an Aerosmith kick.
That's true.
If I'm on an island and I can only have one band, it's Asian Kung Fu.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're on an island, it's either Queen or All Time Low.
I'd pick All Time Low over Queen.
Yeah. And I feel like Tim would pick Khalid.
Because he won. It's so stupid.
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
It really depends on my mood. But Khalid is like Old Faithful.
Oh.
Khalid is just so good.
Khalid is Old
Do you have a
Faithful.
favorite band?
A favorite band?
His favorite singer is Khalid.
Yeah, I know that, but
my favorite singer is Khalid. But yeah, I have a favorite band.
Don't say right now your favorite band. Your all-time, because I know what you're into right now.
Before he tells us, though,
we can guess it.
I can't guess it. I want you to guess it. I have no idea.
See, here's the thing. He's never vocalized he's had a favorite. He has 10 to 15 that are at the same level. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a shot in the dark here.
So I will say one band that I've listened to.
You're not going to say it right now, though.
No,
right?
Since high school, and I've gone through phases with them. But I can listen to any song on any album, and I love it. And even to this day, even though they switch up like different sounds and genres and stuff, they still sound amazing.
So I know it's not Memphis Mayfire because they put out some songs you don't like.
Yeah, it's not them.
But I was going to say Memphis until you said that. Dang. Man, see, I want to say it, but I don't want to be wrong.
Say it.
Asking Alexandria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every album they put out is great.
And they've changed throughout the years, but you've still stuck with
it. Their hardcore screamo is really good. And
my God,
their hardcore screamo is really good.
my hardcore screamo. That's the title of this one, man.
Cremo.
My hardcore screamo.
Hardcore screamo.
And even their just regular singing now is really good. And I know Ashton doesn't even like hard bands, but I think there are a couple albums the past couple times you would actually find enjoyable. They're good albums, regardless of anything.
I can take screamo bands that have regular vocals and verses, and then screamo and choruses, but I can't listen to Bring Me the Horizon.
For me, it's the opposite. Screaming in the verses, it seems like, and then the choruses are like these catchy, really good.
Sure, I can take vice versa.
Yeah.
I can't listen to screamo the whole time.
Yeah,
and I don't want to listen to
same way.
To real deep pig squeal. Yeah. I don't need any of that in my life.
Yeah,
I know you're happy medium. I definitely.
You could. Tim's really good at curating what screamo songs I would like.
But asking Alexandria, even like they just put out an album last year and it's really good. No there's barely any screamo in it. It's so good.
So what's your top 5 then? Would you be able to do it off the top of your head? What did I? Yeah, I don't even remember my top 5.
Where am I? Who am I?
I don't even remember my top 5 now. I'll have to go back and check it.
The only thing I can say with confidence is that Asian Kung Fu would be my number 1.
Yeah.
I need to take a bathroom break too.
I'm right.
Go.
Music. We did pause for a second. Your top 5.
So top 5. It's definitely...
Listen out for Ellie. Because I can't hear anything.
It's fine.
Poor Ellie. It's definitely Asian Kung Fu number 1. My top 5 is probably going to have, that I think about it, it's probably going to have Fall Out Boy in it.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I would put Aerosmith in top 5. I would put goodness, it's
tough, right?
It is tough. I'm going to say, Jess, top 5 is Asian Kung Fu, and then let's say Fall Out Boy, Greta Van Fleet, Led Zeppelin, and...
Over Aerosmith, really?
Yes. And then I might have to pick another Japanese artist that no one's going to know about.
Yeah.
Which is that 80s pop singer that I've got the CDs coming in from.
Well, is that considered a band, though?
It is not considered a band. And see, that's really freaking hard.
It is, right?
Because in terms of vocalist, Harry Styles and Khalid are up there.
Oh, stop it with the Harry Styles.
Yeah, they are. Well, Khalid. I don't know about Harry Styles. But Khalid, Ashton, tell me more.
Tim, what's your favorite Khalid song?
I have one.
Bad Luck?
I don't remember what it's
called. You have
a
favorite Khalid song?
The one
He said, I don't remember what it's called.
The one with John Mayer.
Oh. I know what he's talking about.
Bow wow. Bow wow. That one.
It's a toss-up between like 4 or 5 different songs.
Mm-hmm.
Better.
Okay.
Bad Luck.
Yep.
Man, these chords.
I would say Up All Night.
Wow.
Out of my
Okay.
mind. Out of my head. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
That's the one with John Mayer.
Yeah.
What
He's talking about Up All Night.
Yeah, no. I was saying the John Mayer one.
Yeah.
Up All Night. Is that on that freestyle album?
It was just a single.
Which came out literally when we had the bachelor trip with Jesse.
No, that was 11.
You're right.
11?
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
11 was also on there. So Better, Bad Luck, 11.
That was a
Keep
good
Me
trip.
Up All Night.
That was a good trip, too.
And I would say probably one of the new ones, Skyline, I like a lot.
Does he put out a bad song, in your opinion?
No.
Saturday Nights, Oceans. I love East Side.
East Side is really good. There's a really good one that I'm trying to think of. It's on his Free Spirit album. Oh, Alive.
What's
Alive.
What's on there that's not good?
He doesn't make a bad song. He doesn't. Jess, I will tell you that Khalid does not make a bad song.
Let's talk about Intro.
Intro.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. That's one of the best intros to an album I've ever heard. And he's straight to the point. He calls it intro because it's a good intro.
You know a good time's coming when intro comes on, you know?
I don't remember what it sounds like, but I know the feeling when it starts
over
playing.
3 minutes, and it's a song.
It's just
but it's
preparing you for what you're about to experience.
It goes right into Bad Luck.
It's something like, say you can't leave with me, no, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't make a bad song. Some songs aren't as good as other ones, but they're all good, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. In Tim's humble opinion. So, I don't think a top 5 is possible for me, Jess. I only know that who my
top
number
3 maybe.
I only know who my number 1 is.
Okay. Do you have a top 5 bands, Tim? If you do, can I guess your number 1? Well, you already did.
I could name off some artists that I can listen to all the time.
Not artists.
Or, bands. I mean, bands. So it would be Asking Alexandria.
Of Mice and Men.
No.
Wow. I don't know you at all.
It would be Asking Alexandria. It would probably be Crown the Empire.
They're good.
You could throw Memphis Mayfire in there because of the old school albums. I don't listen to anything they make now.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I only like their new stuff. Yeah.
Not for me.
I want one of their newer album, that Unforgiven or whatever that album was called.
Unconditional.
I wanted some of those lyrics tattooed on me.
Yeah, I remember that.
Speechless. Yeah. The album. Yeah.
It
was a really good album.
That's also quote unquote their old stuff because it came out when we were in high school.
It's not old though. That's when they went from screamo to contemporary.
They still screamed in that album.
Did they?
Yeah.
Very little.
No.
Then. I don't remember any of that.
They had screamo in a lot of songs in that album.
Come on.
Jesse doesn't remember.
No, I don't.
They had screamo.
You're right. Continue. I'm sorry.
And then if we're gonna go backwards, I'm gonna mix in a couple of old school because I still listen to some of them back. I'll put Fall Out Boy in there.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. Because
now we're talking.
any of their albums from in the past, I can listen to any of those.
Pre-hiatus?
Yeah, I don't like a lot of albums that we listened to in high school. I can't listen to anymore because it doesn't feel.
I'm same way.
Yeah, but Fall Out Boy I can listen to still.
Wait. What do you mean you can't listen to that came out in high school?
I'm saying like albums we listened to in high school.
I'm the same way.
Like you can't listen to Infinity on High?
No, I would say Fall Out Boy is an exception, but.
I thought you were just talking about Fall Out Boy.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying Fall Out Boy is one of the exceptions that I can listen to.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about post-hiatus. You liked better. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll caveat that by saying I will listen to them with Zach, but that's it.
Okay. Fall Out Boy in general?
No.
Post-hiatus Fall Out Boy.
No. I've listened to all of Fall Out Boy. Bands like Never Shout Never, Mayday Parade.
Oh, okay.
Go Radio.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna turn on Go Radio or Mayday Parade.
Exactly. Yeah.
It just doesn't.
Even All Time Lows, Put Up or Shut Up, or
I can't feel my toes.
You completely derailed me. Okay, somewhere else that I want to go with this.
Pre-hiatus. I mean, albums from high school. I'm sorry. Forever the Sickest Kids you won't listen to anymore.
Forever the Sickest
Red
Kids.
Jumpsuit.
Yeah, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
Okay.
What about, maybe this will be easier for us, top 5 albums. You don't have to pick a band. You don't have to pick a certain singer. Just top 5 albums.
I think I could do that.
I could do that, but it's going to take me like 10 minutes to figure it out. Because I have to look at all the albums that I like.
I can do that. Oh, dang.
By the way, Ellie's barked about 5 times.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm telling you now.
Well, I know my albums. Do you want to go let her in?
Let her
what? You just unplugged my laptop.
Well, it's not going to die.
We don't know that. That's because we're spitting fire, Tim.
Wait, don't say it yet because I want to hear it.
Oh. So then what was the point of you letting Ellie out? Back in?
Can't feel your toes, huh?
No.
It's not good.
I feel really good, though. I'm on vacation, Ash.
Yeah, you are. I feel like I'm on vacation even though I'm not.
Because you got the vacation shirt on.
Yes, with surfboards.
Don't worry about it. Just put her sock on. Yeah. Can I tell you how happy it is that we're doing this? How happy I am that we're doing this.
I've been looking forward to it since Monday.
Yeah.
It helps to have something to look forward to at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Even while I was on my 2-hour work call today. Almost the entire time.
You're thinking about this?
My mind was preoccupied with.
That's awesome.
I'm going to be.
It's really nice
with Jesse and Tim in 4 hours.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I love that we have zero expectations. It's going to make it easy for us to continue to do this.
It's your left paw, right?
Yes.
You'll notice the giant tumor on our foot.
I mean, I didn't really look.
All right.
It should be the left one, right?
Yeah.
So
There
Jesse
you go.
says he has his 5 albums.
Go for it.
No, I don't have them, but I think I can come up with them at a decent rate.
Okay.
Do it.
Probably not in order. I'll give you my top 5 though.
Okay.
Dang, I'm gonna remember this in a year and not agree with it. Mayday Parade, self-titled, the Green album,
Yeah?
Boy, okay.
start to finish. I think is one of the best albums
Okay.
they put out. The Cab, Symphony Soldier. Do you remember that one, Tim?
Yes.
Listen to it on the DC trip.
Yeah, I remember it.
I think I associate albums more with memories, whereas like.
So
how
they're not
great they
necessarily
are.
your favorites. You just associate
Well,
them.
no, that one's definitely up there, but it helps that it's associated with that kind of memory. This is where I stumble.
I couldn't do it. I can't.
Wake Up Sunshine, All Time Low. I think it's one of their best
is
albums
good,
ever put
yeah.
out. I think it's one of their better albums. The fact that it's almost in the title, they're insinuating it's a summer album, and when you listen to it, it sounds like a summer album.
Yeah, it's pretty feel good.
That helps kind of insinuating that it's like they put it out knowing that it was going to be a summer album, and it's a summer album. It sounds amazing. Yeah, I guess I'd have to look through my other ones for the other two. But there's at least 3 off the top of my head that I don't necessarily think of like my favorite albums as there's 4 or 5 that are bangers of a song. It's the fact that I can listen to it without skipping a song.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
I even have a Casting Crowns album that I've still to this day thought is one of my favorite albums because I can listen to it start to finish knowing I don't want to skip a song.
So it's top 5?
Oh, if I remember the title of it, probably.
It would probably be really telling because Apple does this, there's a top like 25 most played songs or
from our
album, and it's just from like what your history is. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can pull that up and look at it, but that's cheating.
I think I can actually rattle mine off.
All right.
So John Mayer's Continuum. I would say because of sentimental value and the fact that I still enjoy listening to it, the Jonas Brothers self-titled album, Led Zeppelin 4, Fall Out Boy's Folie à Deux, and
so good. It's such a good album.
I'm not going to choose anything Japanese to try to keep it
so we know what you're talking
relevant. I would say there's a few that I would put in top 5. Oh gosh, that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Do I put Khalid's Free Spirit in there? Do I put Jesse Says No?
Listen, you don't have to skip a song on Free Spirit
Exactly.
for the record.
Exactly. I'm going to say that. Khalid's Free Spirit.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Free Spirit, Jonas Brothers self-titled, John Mayer's Continuum, Led Zeppelin 4, and the Folie à Deux.
I respect it. Now let me say this. I only bash Khalid because of the amount of times you guys played Free Spirit. And I think you already knew that.
Yeah, I did.
But just to solidify that in time, when we were all living together, the day that album came out, for about 3 straight months, I did not hear another song besides Free Spirit.
It's true.
All right, continue.
Oh, I don't have a top 5 albums.
Really?
I can't name them.
What's crazy is I can probably put 2 Marianas Trench albums. That's one of my top 5. I like that. Here's what's cool about Marianas Trench. From start to finish, they almost tell a story with their albums, and in the middle of the album, they do one of those like a look back at what you just listened to, and then at the very end of the album, they always do a recap where they'll do a 7-minute song, but in the bridge, they'll say a line from every single song that they did throughout the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they put a lot of thought into it. They don't just write a song and then move on to the next song. They kind of like put a lot of thought and effort into it. So probably Astoria or Eleonora. Phantoms. Eleonora is the one of the first songs on it. Phantoms they just put out a couple of years ago. That's probably one of my favorites too. Yeah. A lot of orchestra, but not overbearing orchestra. They know how to kind of put in violins and trumpets and stuff. That's probably one of them.
I'm surprised you put 2 of them in there.
I mean, off the top of my head, I can't really think.
I think if we had a week to think about it and pick stuff, I think
that may be something for next week.
So let's come back in a week.
Let's come back in a week.
Okay, we'll think about it this week.
I don't think mine will change too much, but yeah, I'll think about it.
I have a Boys Like Girls album. The Great Escape is an album I can listen to start to finish. There's a lot of albums I can listen to start to finish.
Mine will definitely be variety. Mine will be
I'm
every
sure it
genre
will.
all over the place.
Curtain Call by Eminem. Curtain Call 2 by Eminem.
I'm going to have artists everywhere, all over the board. But
I say we do that for next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's come up with a top 5 album and a top 5 artist. What do you say?
I can actually...
Artists, including band and singers.
Well, let's do 2 separate lists. Yeah. We'll do top 5 albums.
Okay.
And then we'll do separate top 5 artists /singers.
Yeah, we'll give me a chance to re-listen to some stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We'll do a little research this week.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
How about this? Now that we're talking about top stuff. Unless we want to keep talking about music.
Top 5 hottest women. Okay, go.
Selena Gomez.
And we could put a thumbnail, right, and let Savannah know what time
to
start
I'll
listening.
take a photo of the album, which I put in a clear sleeve if you didn't notice, because it was getting damaged.
Was it?
Yes.
It's a valuable album. They don't make
it
that
anymore.
anymore.
It is, dude. It's over $100 right now.
Is it?
Yeah, because they don't make it anymore. And you know why?
Out of print. They couldn't print enough.
They could not print enough.
They were flying off the shelves.
When Jesse had his game night, I walked in here and Billy and Daniel were both just standing in front of it talking about it. It's like having a Mona Lisa hung up in your house. People stop in front of it to contemplate it.
What's funny is I've never heard Billy talk about a girl before like that in my entire life as my older brother. But I've never heard him talk about like that before. He talked about Selena Gomez in that album, and he said specifically, if you ever want to take it down, let me borrow it. He's never talked about a girl like that before, a famous girl. I never knew he was that crushing on her.
Who isn't?
You'd be hard pressed to find someone who isn't obsessed with Selena Gomez. Which is why we want to have Dan on the podcast right now, because he likes Demi Lovato more. Although he'd probably change his answer now.
You mean Demi Lovato?
Demi Lovato.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, my God. All right. What was it? Oh. Do you have a number 1 video game of all time you can point to?
Yes.
RuneScape?
Well, video game?
Yeah.
Or like,
for you, it's RuneScape, I'm sure.
Well, like, are we talking video game or like...
That's what he said.
In like a video game, as in you put a disc in.
Excuse me.
Or are we categorizing like? Any
is your answer
sort?
RuneScape?
Any game.
So what's your number 2 game then?
I'm not saying RuneScape's my number 1.
What I like about this is that we pose the question and then we try to guess what your answer is.
I'm saying because there's.
I know your answer down pat.
There's 3 games that I've played nonstop for like.
No apps.
Over a
We're not
decade.
counting apps. We're not counting Clash Royale and all that stuff. We're not counting that.
So my favorite game of all time? Do you want to guess it or no?
You tell me it's not RuneScape.
No.
You're crazy then.
RuneScape is my number 2, but my number 1 is...
Wait.
It came out when we were in high school. It came out on the Xbox and PS3.
Skyrim.
Yep, Skyrim.
That's very respectable.
Yeah.
Skyrim is my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow. You already made me rethink my favorite game of all time by saying that. Because the amount of times I've purchased that game. And the amount of times I completed certain storylines that took 50 plus hours.
Yeah. It's a great game.
What if we slightly rephrase the question to you're on an island and you can only play one game?
Wow.
What do you bring?
If I can only play one game, and does it stay current and up to date?
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Then I'm playing RuneScape because it's always up to date and there's always new DLC and expansion.
What kind of console game? Because I'd probably agree. No, I wouldn't agree with you, but that's my number 2.
If I had to pick a console game,
RuneScape is your number 2?
To bring on an island? Then what would be your number 1 to bring on an island?
It'd probably be Skyrim.
Really?
But that game is done. It's
up to date.
Yeah, but it's
you know me. I like old school RuneScape. I'd pick that.
But they still make new content for old school RuneScape.
Yeah, but it's still old school.
Yeah,
I would pick old school Skyrim over any current game that's constantly being updated. Over Grand Theft Auto, I'd pick it.
Well,
I love Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, you like Grand Theft Auto.
The fact that, man, yeah, I mean,
my favorite game is Skyrim, but if I had to put one on an island, it'd be RuneScape. Because that game, RuneScape never has an ending. Skyrim will have endings once you beat all the DLC and you do everything.
Right.
well,
RuneScape won't have an ending.
Yeah.
So then I don't like this because if you're on an island, you're not going to get updates.
Well,
or unless we're just making that caveat.
It would be the current update game. And even if it wasn't updated RuneScape and you still had whatever was that specific time, you still wouldn't be able to beat it.
So let's say that on the island you have the most up-to-date version, but there's no Wi-Fi, so you can't update to new.
But you would still never be able to.
Past now,
you still wouldn't be able. They just did Raids 3. That dropped yesterday.
What's Raids 3? In RuneScape?
Yeah.
Do you get a membership?
No, but I've been watching on YouTube.
No. Do you get a membership on
yeah. Do you get a membership? Do we get membership content?
I say yes because
to play the game fully. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then RuneScape.
Dang, RuneScape.
Yeah.
But the game that you take on the island is the game that you are stuck with.
Today, how it is today.
Right. Yeah, now.
No updates, no patches.
So from now on, right now, which is a great time because RuneScape just got updated. So, yeah. You would have to play RuneScape for 20 years in its current state to get
I play RuneScape.
Everything.
No question. You're right. No question.
Skyrim may take you, a year or two? But it is one of the best games. Ashton, lay it on us. What do you think?
For me, Pokemon Yellow.
You're going to take that to the island?
Yep.
There's an easy ending to that game, though.
It's unlimited replayability, though. It's like how many teams of 6 can you do?
That's true. Did they have shinies back then?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
I knew it was going to be some sort of Pokemon.
It would be a Pokemon game, probably Yellow.
Now, I can agree with... I can see Pokemon being on there. Because I love Pokemon X and Y. I play the crap out of those.
Yep.
And Black and White.
Yep.
Tell you what, my favorite Pokemon game ever is Pearl. Shining Pearl. It's the only game I've played start to finish. It's the only one I've played start to finish.
I was going to agree with... I was going to be like, yeah, I can get behind Pearl, but then he said Shining Pearl.
Why? It's the same game, just updated. Why do people have things against the newer game?
It's not the fact that it's the newer game. It's the fact that they're trying to replace the older game.
They're not. No, they're not. They're bringing a new generation to the older game. They're not replacing it. It's still there.
We don't want the new generation.
You don't want an updated version of a great game?
No.
Tim wants to play on the DS.
In black and white.
On Pearl.
Why?
Or Diamond.
You don't want it pretty?
The game was perfect the way it was.
It's not different. They didn't change a single thing, did they?
Not in the story. The graphics are a little bit enhanced.
They're better.
Yeah.
So why, dude?
But is the Pokemon system different? Like, is there like the Mega Evolutions and all that into it? No?
No, it's literally a carbon copy. They just updated the graphics a little bit.
Then I'll let you have this one.
Thank you. I don't understand the argument.
But I still like the regular Pro better.
You don't know.
Actually, I do know if it's the same game.
It is the same game.
So then I do know.
But you've never played it, is what I'm saying.
But you never played the regular one.
I don't get it. You want a 1996 Mustang or a 2006 Mustang? You want a newer version.
But
I have both. It's different. My newer one's better in every way, Tim.
But which one do you like to drive more?
Damn. It's different. It's different. It's a 4-speed. It's a big block. That was a stupid comparison. I accept it.
It's fine.
So your island is Pokemon Yellow. Game Boy?
Sure.
Advance?
Sure. I prefer to play it on a TV, but yeah, that's fine.
Can you play it on TV?
Yes, you can buy the attachment for the GameCube, which will play Game Boy games on TV.
I thought you were about to tell me it's on the Switch. I was going to bust it out right now and make a purchase.
I wish it was. They had them on 3DS for $4.99. Red, blue, and yellow.
I bought blue on DS. I never played it, though, sadly. And then I sold the DS.
Should have kept that DS.
I know. I don't want to talk about it.
It's fine. We don't have to talk about it.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
I do want to stay on this topic of not necessarily games, but we could do top threes. How about movies?
Okay.
Because
I know my top 2.
Top 2, but not top 3?
I can name my top 3.
Movies?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll do movies, then we'll do TV shows.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm not going to make fun of you.
I promise you will.
I'm going to cover my mouth.
I can do my top 5 TV shows off the top of my head right now.
Well, first we're going to do movies.
Don't let me go first. You guys go first.
Can you name top 3 movies of all times for you?
Can they be Japanese included?
Of course. They could be anything.
Of course. We don't discriminate here.
You said movies?
Movies.
So
did we Alien?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 1, without a doubt, is Last Samurai. Number 2, I would say, is probably Whisper of the Heart.
Which is?
Studio
Ghibli. And then number 3 is either going to be the first Sherlock Holmes movie.
Ooh.
Or
like Robert Downey Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. More importantly, Rachel McAdams.
Oh, my gosh. Sign me up.
Or one of the... I would have to rewatch them to pick a favorite, but one of the Bourne movies.
Wow.
I've always... And I like the Mission Impossible movies. I love the lone hero action kind of movie where they don't necessarily have superpowers.
James Bond? You like those too?
I do like James Bond. I haven't kept up with the more recent ones. But
I heard who's going to be the new James Bond, by the way.
I don't want to know.
I don't know if it's confirmed.
I don't want to know.
No, I think you'd like it.
I don't want to know.
All right.
So I know Jesse hasn't seen it, but have you seen The Last Samurai?
Yeah.
Okay. Like favorite actor, I might have to choose Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Because of Mission Impossible.
Wow.
Because of The Last Samurai. But
you can do actors too. Do you know an actor?
Do I know an actor?
A favorite actor. Do you have one?
Well, let's knock this list out first.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, fine. So, because I have a number 1 right now.
So Last Samurai, Whisper of the Heart, and let's say The Bourne Ultimatum.
Okay.
Wow. You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have 3 different categories. So my favorite movie of all time is Goodfellas.
Nice.
Then my second favorite movie of all time, which is like really close, and it might vary from time to time, but it is House Moving Castle. And then my third favorite movie of all time, which is a horror movie, greatest horror movie of all time,
Conjuring.
Hereditary.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't have put that on your top 3.
Yeah. I don't want to put like the same category in my top 3.
I have 3 categories too.
I have different reasons for putting things in my top 3, but that's like my...
Well, you could say that that's the best of the 3 categories.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Wow.
What about you, Jess?
Number 1, I Am Legend.
I Am Legend? Man, never would have guessed that.
Everyone says that exact answer. Because I don't ever talk about it.
I knew that was coming. You told me many times.
Okay, so let's plant a flag there. What about I Am Legend? Is it Will Smith? Is it the setting?
It's not Will Smith, I'll tell you that. I've always liked... Man, this is weird to explain.
Apocalyptic films?
Yes and no. I think you know me. I like having multiples of everything I need. So I like the idea of being able to walk into a store. You're the last person on earth, and you need to walk into a gun store, and there's 100 guns, and you know you have exactly what you need.
Okay.
Same with food. You know you can have 100 exactly what you need. I guess that's some sort of me being I don't know, whatever they call it, being prepared for something. I don't know. I like the car is the number one answer. He drives a 07 GT350 that'll blow your balls off. It's red with white stripes. It's a good car, and it was. The movie came out in 07, so I think it was a 08. It was right when they went to the newer body style, I believe. So the car wasn't out yet, but it was like, oh my God, look at that car.
Yeah.
He was driving through Manhattan in Times Square with no one around, and just the sound of the car was all I needed. I just thought it was amazing. Man, I don't know. There's no deep answer to this movie, but I just liked the movie. The fact that it was him and his dog was cool. I love the bonding aspect of, he had someone, and as you learn more about the story, he didn't even want to keep the dog. His kid gave him the dog last second before the helicopter took off, so he was kind of stuck with the dog. But now, thank God he had the dog, you know?
Right.
When the dog died, oh my God.
What I didn't like about that movie was the emptiness at the end.
Like how it ended?
There's no resolution.
Not for him, but for humanity.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you already say your other two?
No. I'll tell you, I'll piggyback on that. I hated the ending because he did not have to kill himself.
Right.
The ending was bad.
Right.
Yeah. You're right about that.
If it had ended on a hopeful note, it would have been better.
Yeah. It was cool that they had Shrek thrown in there. I like Shrek. Love Shrek.
It truly was. There was no other movie like it when it came out. I think that was why it made as big of a splash as it did, but the ending was very unsatisfying.
That's true. I agree with that. And that's what I was saying. I don't ever have deep answers for why I love movies. I guess it's just how it makes me feel. Since that movie came out, the Mustang has been my number one car. Well, it started with Gone in 60 Seconds, but that car was it was my screensaver for years on my iPod Touch.
So now that I pray about it, I might have to do a switcheroo.
Tell me.
I think Inception might be better.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Than the Bourne movies. I might have to take Inception over the Bourne movies.
Because of the ending? What do you think about the ending?
So
did it move?
I think that I do think that they were in reality at the end of the movie, but the reason that I would put Inception up there is because that when you left Inception, you talked about it. And how often does that happen in a movie?
Mm-hmm.
So, and not only that, do you talk about it, but people have different interpretations of it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so
we had that same talk when we ended the movie. We were we talked about it for days.
And it's been forever since I've seen it, but okay, keep going. So number one for you is I Am Legend.
You promise you're not going to make fun of me?
Go for it.
No, we don't laugh here.
Toy Story.
Which one?
First one.
Okay.
Come on.
It's respectable.
Came out the year I was born.
Hey, Tim and I have had cartoon movies, so
yeah,
that's fine.
I still have a blanket. I don't know if it was my baby blanket or not, but I have a hand-stitched Toy Story knitted blanket.
Hold the phone.
Uh-huh.
What was the name of Woody's owner?
Andy.
Okay. I thought it was Jesse. Keep going.
Jesse was the cowgirl in the second movie.
I knew there was a Jesse. Keep going.
Jesse and Bullseye.
Okay, so Buzz Year.
Buzz Year was my second favorite movie. And I can go into all of that, but I won't. I even watched it today. I'm not even kidding. Number 3. What was I going to say is my number 3? Oh, Empire Strikes Back. Star Wars. I have to put Star Wars on there. What are you still laughing at?
Tim?
What do you have to say?
I don't have anything to say.
I know you got something to say, man.
Not
you. Ashton does.
I was laughing because I said something completely incoherent, and then you picked it up and kept going with it.
I added on to it.
Tim?
It's a great top 3.
Oh, shut up.
Why can't I just say?
There was another top 3 that you had.
No.
What was it?
Oh,
you
TV
said
shows.
TV shows. Yeah. Okay.
Which,
do you know yours?
That's tough for me. I'm gonna let you guys go if you guys already know it. Jesse said he can name it off the top of his head.
Yeah, go for it.
The Office, number 1.
Uh-huh.
Which I think everybody could guess that.
Uh-huh.
Thing is, I know my top 5 perfectly, but when I watch them, kind of changes the order. Sopranos is probably number 2. 3, probably How I Met Your Mother.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I may regret that in 10 minutes, but honorable mention is That 70s Show and Big Bang Theory.
All comedy.
Not Sopranos.
Not Sopranos, but top. I thought you would have said all 3 comedy, so I'm surprised you said Sopranos.
It's only because I just recently watched it again, and it's beyond an excellent show.
Yeah, it is. Ashton?
Seinfeld, Lupin, and 24.
24?
Yeah.
Never seen it, but I heard good things about it. My parents.
I remember him talking about that in high school.
Yep.
He watched it with his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah. That's cool. I can guess yours. But go ahead.
Okay, so number 1, Breaking Bad. Number 2, Mad Men.
That's not number 6.
And number 3 is tough.
I could say it.
Can
I help you? Frasier.
So it's a toss-up. Because Game of Thrones I always loved, but it's been getting knocked down because of how it ended. So it keeps getting knocked down.
I think that's so dumb.
But I'm gonna say Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and Frasier. Frasier is the greatest sitcom of all time.
Yeah. Hey, I take problem with that statement too, but we'll let it slide.
That's the thing.
It's the funniest TV show that has ever aired.
It's not. I can. Okay.
I'm not. Yeah,
you're right.
You know, it's just an opinion.
I know, but it's not the greatest of all time.
It's the greatest. It ran for 11 seasons.
Okay.
And it was.
I can easily disagree with you.
It was branched off a different TV show, and they kept it going.
I'm not gonna disagree with you, but I'm gonna disagree with you.
Now, the original TV show, I cannot get behind. I don't like Cheers at all. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
Agree to disagree.
Same.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Favorite actor of all time? You think you can pull one up? You already said yours.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Tom Cruise.
Oh. That's too tough. I can't just say greatest actor because there's a lot of people.
Don't say greatest, say favorite.
If you got to meet one tomorrow, who comes to your head?
Yeah.
Because that takes into account their personality, not just their acting chops.
Yeah.
Let me give you time to think.
Somebody who I would like to meet is Daniel Craig. He's not necessarily my favorite actor, but I like him in the James Bond movies.
Yeah.
He's really good. So I would say that. I still haven't seen the new one.
I haven't either.
It hasn't. They were like.
It's on Blu-ray now at Target.
I know, but every new movie comes to HBO, and this one has not come to HBO.
Yeah, you're right.
I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and they have not added it to HBO.
Cheap.
If it was an actor to meet, he's nowhere near.
You wouldn't want to pick Tom Cruise,
the greatest of all time.
Right?
But if it was like to have a meal, or coffee, or a beer, I would probably pick Jerry Seinfeld. Just because of, I feel like that would be. He seems really down to earth to me. Have you watched Comedians in Cars?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just seems like a really down to earth guy. I feel like Tom Cruise would.
You wouldn't want to
be a bit out there.
He'd have a paparazzi of like 5 guys with him,
and he's a Scientologist.
Exactly.
You don't want that.
Yeah. Favorite of who I enjoy watching is Tom Cruise, but to meet, Jerry Seinfeld would definitely be one of them. I don't know who it would be. I would want to meet the most.
Yeah, it's tough. There's too many people.
Yeah. Do y'all have a favorite actress?
I have a favorite actor.
Who?
Well, I have a favorite actress. Ewan McGregor.
Yeah? You see that documentary they're making?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was the 2nd season of Kenobi.
Can I dig into that?
Yeah.
What
please.
about him?
So I've watched a I guess it's documentary. He put out a documentary maybe 2 or 3 years ago on Apple TV about him and one of his closest friends from when he was a kid traveled from, I think it was from from the UK all the way down to South Africa on Harley motorcycles. It was right before they announced their electric Harleys. So they're all electric bikes. So he got them pre-production to do this specific ride. He's big into motorcycles, big into traveling the world. And even before that, I loved him, but you really got to see him, you know? And when I say he seems like a down-to-earth person is like an understatement. Like they would travel, him and his friend, and stop at random places and find places to stay, you know? So, I mean, I've always loved him even before that, but that kind of solidified. I mean, he was in that Christopher Robin movie, Star Wars, of course, which was like one of the first big movies that kind of like shaped my childhood. I mean, there's a lot about him that I love. I mean, every time he's on a talk show, you know, on a talk show, you can tell they're kind of putting on a interview type style.
Sure.
He's one of those people that you know they didn't do a pre-interview with, you know? He kind of just went on like he doesn't go on every talk show, but the talk shows he goes on, he knows he's got a rapport with, you know, certain hosts. And he just seems like such a genuine, wholehearted person, you know? I don't know. And I've watched hundreds of YouTube interviews with him. He just seems like a cool person. I don't know. I really like him. He's got a lot of respect for the roles he plays. You know? I don't know. He's a cool guy.
What about actress?
Can we count Selena Gomez as an actress?
I mean, you can.
She is in a TV show.
She is in a TV show, and she actually has a TV show on HBO.
Yeah.
Selena plus Chef.
But are you choosing her for looks or for talent?
If we're going talent, I wouldn't be able to come up with one on the top of my head.
Okay.
But if you give me a minute, I could probably figure it out. I think Natalie Portman is a super cool person. She seems like a really cool person. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my answer right away. Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Are you changing that because of like that 70s show?
Right on, brother.
Yes and no. Yes, and I watch a lot of like interviews on YouTube. She seems like I think I picked Ashton's answer. I don't even think she's incredibly attractive. I think she's got that girl next door type of personality. Very, very cool, you know? And she's married to Ashton Kutcher, who I think is one of the coolest people. I think he's super cool, too. People say he's a douche, but he seems like a really nice guy. But yeah, maybe it's because of that 70s show. I mean, I grew up, watching her.
Yeah.
Again, I don't even think she's incredibly attractive.
Yeah.
I just think she's got a funny type of personality where she's always looking for it to make people smile.
Yeah.
I think that might be it. I don't know.
And I can't remember, but she was in a whiskey commercial where she was walking
I can believe
among
that.
these barrels of whiskey.
Yeah.
Didn't they slide like a glass to her?
Let's hope so.
Yeah, they did. The more that we talk about it, the harder this becomes. I think I would still pick Rachel McAdams, but
she's got that girl next door thing too.
Her nose is just...
We've had so many conversations about this type of nose on women.
Correct.
She's got it.
She does. And in Sherlock Holmes, it's just something special.
Do you know?
You talking about... Are you done? You talking about Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher made me think about Kelso, which made me think about Drake Parker, who is Drake Bell in real life.
What did that have to do with Kelso? Oh, kind of like goofy
I've always thought that Drake Bell fashioned his character.
Oh, okay.
After
wow, I never thought of
Kelso.
That. I never thought of that. Okay.
But anyways, I don't know. Drake and Josh was so formative for me. I might have to pick Drake Bell despite the hot water that he's been in.
I don't buy it.
Lately.
I don't buy it for a second.
Yeah, but and then I guess you can consider Joe Jonas an actor at this point, who I would also like to meet. So this is just increasingly getting more difficult.
So you go with Rachel McAdams.
For a woman, yes. Tim.
Amelia Clark.
Amelia Clark?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
She seems kind of goofy. Like
she is.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched her get interviewed?
I have.
Yeah,
she
great.
laughs.
Yeah.
She's like overly laughing.
Yeah.
She's very cute.
She is.
Yeah. Which again, I don't find her extremely attractive either.
No.
I like her personality more than her looks.
I think she's very attractive. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You might have to watch Game of Thrones again.
I've seen it plenty of times, and I've paused at certain scenes.
Oh, what's that actress name? That,
Ashton fell over.
That actress in Game of Thrones, she has the red hair. She's super attractive.
The Devil Woman?
No, not the Devil Woman.
I mean, that's the only redhead I
The
can
one
think
who
of.
gets married to Joffrey before he dies. And then she...
oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's kind of nuts in real life.
Is she?
Half her head shaved.
Oh.
She's got... Yeah.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Stupid attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page.
We're on the same page.
This has been
that's
great.
yours.
Yes.
Amelia Clark.
He said this has been great.
Amelia Clark.
After talking about that, it has been fun.
Amelia Clark, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have there's no actresses that pop out to me.
I never thought of that either.
It's hard for me too.
Yeah.
It doesn't really I don't really know. I bet if I thought about it, there'd be someone else, but off the top of my head, there's no one.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's sexist of me.
Nah. But we only think about them in one way. Music, that's joking. So, yeah. Yeah.
It's a good time, though.
Because, when I think of, an actor I want to meet or an actress, I don't think of,
talent.
No. No, I think of talent. That's the problem. I don't think of looks. Or else I would think women. Mm-hmm. Like I think I would like to meet Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ewan McGregor. You know, Henry Cavill.
John Hamm.
He would. That's who I thought you were gonna pick as your favorite actor. He seems like a cool freaking dude too.
No, he definitely does. He's a cool guy.
You want me to tell you who the new James Bond is gonna be?
No.
Why not?
I want to finish this one before I go on to the next one.
It's not. It's rumored though.
Okay, who's the rumor, Jesse?
Henry Cavill.
No one's gonna be Daniel Craig though. You know who else would be fun to meet? Nicolas Cage.
Oh God.
The man's crazy.
I don't know.
Hey, you know they're rumored. Disney is rumored to
National
do
Treasure?
National Treasure 3.
No way.
Yeah. With him.
Those were some of my favorite movies of all time.
National Treasure.
They are good.
Yeah, they are good.
It might be better to let sleeping dogs lie, though.
They're trying to bring back everything, though. They're trying to
Well, that's every company now.
It's
not just Disney.
There was a movie that he did in the 2000s with Jessica Biel. The Knowing, maybe? It was an apocalypse film. And it was good.
No, he was definitely good in the early,
Can you name another movie that he was in, though?
Nicolas Cage? Yeah. He was in Mom and Dad.
Never heard of it.
He was in Gone in 60 Seconds.
Of course.
He was in...
My First Love with Mustangs.
He was in that movie that just came out.
Nicolas Cage.
It's like the unbearable...
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he did... For a while when he was going crazy, he was doing a lot of indie movies, no-name movies.
Yeah. Which weren't good. That's the thing. People know him from there's 2 or 3 really massive movies he was in, but again, they were kind of cult indie movies that made it big.
Yeah.
I only know him from National Treasure and Gone in 60 Seconds. That's it. He was in Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, but other than that, he wasn't in anything.
Yeah, I love National Treasure. It was good.
Yeah. Well, we watched that at People's. They rolled out the VHS cart and we watched it.
I watched it not even a year ago.
I loved it. Really?
I watched it not even a year ago.
Really?
Yeah.
They put it on Disney Plus, I think, right?
Both of them.
What now? We got a trailer coming up?
So the name of the movie he was in with Jessica Biel was called Next, and it came out in 2007. I just think the screenshot is funny because if you found yourself in this man's position, your face would be exactly the same.
Jesus.
Just the hand on the shoulder.
Can we make that the cover photo? My goodness. I've never thought that woman was attractive until now.
You haven't seen her in 2007, my man. It's called...
What?
This says Nicolas Cage's greatest cinematic triumph.
It's in the bed. Oh, yeah, at the bathroom.
Yeah, I do too.
That's nuts.
How is it 9:30?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to make it into work tomorrow morning.
I got to go to the bathroom too. There's another.
Ash, do you know how to pause it?
What's that?
You want to pause that? Since everybody's going to the bathroom.
I don't know how to. He's even got the tracks named for each of us.
I will say though that talking about old movies, The Day After Tomorrow. Do you remember that one?
Heck yeah.
With Jake Gyllenhaal. Speaking of Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a fantastic actor. Mm-hmm. I actually would probably put him in some of my top movies. He's done Nightcrawler. God, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, he just did Ambulance. Donnie Darko. That was a good one. Have you ever seen that? Danny Darko or Donnie Darko? That's like one of his earlier movies, but it's really good. More like a cult following. Not necessarily big, but really good. The way he acts, though.
What TV show was he on?
Jake Gyllenhaal? Was he on a TV show?
I feel like he at least started on a TV show somewhere.
He might have been. Jesse. Was Jake Gyllenhaal ever on a TV show?
No. Not off the top of my head, no.
But I was just talking about The Day After Tomorrow.
Say less.
I was just talking about The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh, that was a good movie.
But then it got me thinking about Jake Gyllenhaal, and I was like, he's such a great actor in all the movies he's done.
I would say he's probably the most talented I can come up off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably a guy I would like to meet also. He seems like a really genuine person.
Yeah, he does. I'm trying to think of, because he was in Nightcrawler, which was really good.
Spider-Man, of course.
Spider-Man. Didn't he just do Ambulance or something? 911?
It's
called... What was it called?
Oh, man, it's a Netflix one.
Didn't you watch it?
No, I never watched it.
I thought you told me to watch it.
No. It's something like that. No, he was in 2 movies. One was he was a phone operator.
Yeah.
It was called Gone or Go, or it was one word. But then the other one was he was like a heist guy who stole an ambulance.
What was the movie called with the art that we watched?
Buzzsaw.
Was that what
Buzzsaw? Yes, that was excellent. Buzzsaw. He was an art dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird movie.
What was the story? He was an art critic or like.
I actually don't even remember the story, but
I
didn't they
remember
go
the
mad
story.
Or go crazy?
I remember the story. So his character was like he judged art and was like I don't know how to describe it. He worked at an art gallery, basically. But the artist used to put his own blood in his paintings, I believe, and he died. And all of his paintings would haunt the people that
or kill them,
took
or whatever.
it. Yeah, it would kill them. Yeah. He said people were getting murdered by the art. Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
But yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Without thinking more about it, he's my number 2. He's amazing.
Yeah, don't think about it.
Hugh Jackman, I would love to meet also.
Mm-hmm.
He's up there. He seems like an amazing person.
Who's like a movie director or creator that you would like to meet?
Strictly director or movie / director or actor / director?
I mean, you could do that, but I would like to meet Tim Burton.
I don't think you can have an actual dinner with him though.
He's just such a crazy guy, and
exactly.
all of his movies I love. Like there's
Addams Family that's coming out. You see the trailers for it?
Yeah, I have Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And all,
well, I don't know if it's called Wednesday or not, but she's the main character.
And then Nightmare Before Christmas, 9, all the stop motion movies he's done. Even the Batman movie that he made was.
Yeah.
He's just such a weird guy. Like you can tell it's a Tim Burton movie.
Always.
Without even knowing.
Corpse Bride.
Corpse Bride's really good too. I love stop motion.
Frankenweenie was great. I'd say John Krasinski. Directed The Quiet Place.
He's supposed to be the next Fantastic Four, right?
Well, he was.
Aren't they going to make a standalone movie with him?
I don't know. I hope so. Did you see Doctor Strange yet?
No.
Well,
I know he's at the end of it.
Okay.
But I haven't seen
he's not at the end of it, but he's in it.
Okay, in it.
Yeah. I think he would be really good. But yeah, him too. Him and Steve Carell, those two, I would love to meet also. Steve Carell seems like a cool, awesome guy. But yeah, John Krasinski's really getting into like the director stuff.
He is.
Other than that, I don't really know much directors. Guillermo del Toro. He does a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, he's also a weird guy. Well, I don't know if he's a weird guy, but he does a lot of weird stuff.
He's weird. Yeah.
What's his face? Quentin Tarantino.
I wouldn't want to meet him. He seems like a dick.
He's just passionate about movies. And film.
Not that I wouldn't want to meet him. I could never hold a conversation with him.
Yeah.
He would get bored of me so fast.
You seem to be holding a conversation pretty well for 3 hours, so.
Yeah, but not with him. With my best friends. That's why it works. Yeah.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to be out late.
Wow, it's 10 o'clock. 9:45. Hard out. Yeah.
Yeah, out of all people, you say it. Got a hard out at 9 o'clock.
I got nowhere to be.
Even though you're literally right next door.
No, I know.
Nowhere to be, though.
I got nowhere to be. You got nowhere to be?
I mean, technically, yeah, but technically
not. It's the weekend. Just stop buying stuff.
I was trying to make some money tomorrow, but
just stop buying stuff.
You're right. I don't even have to keep everything. I can just return everything.
That's right.
Nah, easy. You don't need to return. You can return those shoes.
All 3 pairs.
Let me tell you what. Do you guys want to wrap it up soon?
Sure.
I think Ashton's ready.
What's something good that happened to you this week, Tim? You're in charge of this. What's the questions again?
Yeah. Something good that happened this week.
Something good that happened.
Not just something you bought.
Something
that
you want to remember.
There you go. And don't say this. It's too easy.
Come back to me.
Oh, come on.
Unless you don't know what you...
I don't.
Good. Nothing really good has happened this week.
That's not a good sign.
I mean, it's the same old week.
The same old week? You can't pull anything out?
No. It's the same routine. I get up, go to work, come home. Get up, go to work, come home. There's nothing different that happened this week.
Okay. I guess I'll go. I'm going to Jersey tomorrow, so that's gonna be pretty exciting. I'm going there for a couple days. I took Savannah to Atlanta this morning for breakfast, which she even tried to kind of be like, we don't have to go, but I know she likes going to Atlanta, so I kind of pushed for like going up there for a day. That was kind of nice. Went to the Flying Biscuit. Yeah.
A little creamy and dreamy grits?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
The same Flying Biscuit we went to the day after our wedding. Sat close to the same table. Not the same table, but that was kind of cool. 2.5 years.
Later?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was kind of nice, man.
Very nice.
Cool memory. That was it.
I'll go next. But before I do, what was the...
Oh, no.
What was the term that Tim used? Something creamy?
Creamy and dreamy.
That's the description.
Apparently.
Creamy and dreamy grits.
No. There was something before then. It was something creamy.
Oh, are you talking about when I mispronounced something?
Yeah.
Before?
What did you say?
I don't remember what I said, though.
I don't remember this. Just now he said it?
No, before.
It's been a while, and you said this is going to be...
I wrote it down.
This is going to be the name of the episode.
My hard-score Cremo list.
Hard-score
Cremo.
Cremo.
Yeah, I wrote it down because I knew I was going to forget it. Hard-score Cremo.
Oh, my goodness.
We forget things so quick.
Especially when we've had a couple Michelobes.
It's bad, though. Like, I don't really think about it till, like, it happens.
Right.
When you talk about something 20 minutes ago and you're like, no one can remember.
Exactly. Right. This is why I write down everything I do during the day now and why we're doing this podcast.
Yep.
I'm glad. Doesn't make sense.
You don't remember anything anymore.
I know. But I'm just saying.
That's why.
Crazy.
What you got for us, Ash?
Yep. So, highlight of my week was probably playing rhythm guitar for one Taylor Martin.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was really good. So
Taylor's this lead guitar player that plays at her church that does not deserve to play at her church. He's amazing.
yeah, the dude's crazy good.
Hmm.
So
he plays in like a heavy metal band, I think.
Yeah?
He's really good.
he's got a mullet and a mustache.
Yeah.
A mullet, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty popular these days.
He's a cool dude. And he's nice. He's like a genuinely cool person. Likes to tell you, you can learn from him every time you talk to him. He's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably mine.
Nice.
Highlight of my week.
You still want me to go?
Yeah, you got to say something. As a cop-out, you can say tonight, but...
I will say that I want to say it's great, but the highlight has been I've been disciplining myself to work out this week.
What?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
I've been doing like push-ups, sit-ups, like the normal like crunch thingies, and
Yeah.
I've been running a little bit. My whole body's sore. I'm trying to get adjusted to it.
Yeah, nice.
I'm seeing how long I stick with it.
Good for you, man.
We'll see.
Consistency is hard.
Yeah. But I've been doing it all week, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That's big, man.
Yeah, it is. I'm not necessarily even trying to get big. I'm just trying to get toned in.
Exactly. Yeah.
And not feel like very, very out of shape. Like when you do one thing, you're like out of breath. Right. I don't want to be like that.
Like climb up a couple of flights of stairs.
Climb up a couple stairs and you're out of breath. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to watch that beer, man.
Please.
You watch that beer intake.
That's what I'm trying to keep at bay. From where I sit for my job, try to keep that 30-year-old man gut at bay,
Yeah. Oh, 30-year-old. Yeah, we're getting there.
Oof.
I can't wait.
You still got another year or two.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I have a year and 3 months.
Yeah.
I can't wait till our whole friend group is like in their 30s.
I can definitely wait for that. Jesse's like, oh, how old am I?
I guarantee you my body is older than both of you guys combined, though.
That's fine.
That's just bad luck.
Yes. And I have the worst job for it also.
Yeah, you do have the worst job for it.
What can you do?
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, I guess we need to wrap this up.
What are we listening to this week?
I have been listening to Simple Plan strictly because I'm getting ready to see them tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And specifically to their that album I sent you today. What came out?
Yep.
Wait, I don't remember what the name of it is. Starts with I'd Do Anything.
I know the name of it.
It's a perverted title.
I know the name of it. Very much in keeping.
No Balls.
In keeping with the time.
There's something to do with that.
It's not No Balls, No Problem.
No balls, no problem.
It's just like take off your shoes and jacket.
No pads, no helmets, just balls.
There it is. That's the album I'm listening to specifically.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an old album.
Yeah.
My favorite song this week is Tightrope by Asian Kung Fu Generation. Tim.
So we're doing favorite song.
Whatever.
This is what you're listening to.
What I'm listening to this week, I'll give you top 3. I've been listening to Disturbed, Khalid, and DJ Khaled.
I could have guessed that easily.
Well, DJ Khaled just dropped a new album, so I'm giving it a listen.
Of course he did. How many times does he say his name in that album?
I don't know.
Every song?
I haven't gotten through the whole album.
You know how many times he said it. How many songs are on it? That'll give you the answer.
There's over 20.
Jess, what time are we at?
We're at an hour and 9 minutes. Nope, 3 hours and 9 minutes.
I was about to say an hour and 9 minutes.
He's a little out there.
3 hours and 9 minutes. Okay, that's a respectable amount of time.
Yeah, all my extremities have no feeling in them.
Gentlemen, listen, I love both of you.
I love you guys, man.
I love being here. I love both of you.
This has been fun.
And it's always a good time.
Episode 1.
We're counting this one.
My Cremo playlist.
My Cremo playlist. It's an honor to do this with you guys. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
What a gentleman.
And I can't wait to do it next Friday.
Same time, same place next week.
I hope so. Take it easy, guys.